Everyone, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to episode 61. It's crazy we're over 60 episodes now. Of the High Rollers, where we got Pay, Lauren, and Snook's back with us. We might have some few stragglers come on in late.
I don't know why he keep letting me on this show.
Hey, apparently the culture likes you. So, which shout out to the Thrill Culture. Go ahead and give them a follow.
Thrill Culture.
Give the Thrill Culture a follow.
Culture.
Oh,
Hey.
and like I said, we got the one person late to the service.
Yeah.
Right
You
now.
know it's full of folk.
Yeah,
He's trying to be late.
Now we got Brian joining us. How you doing? I know you're sick right now.
Yeah, well, it's really just my head has been hurting all day. And so I'm kind of on some meds and stuff, and maybe it's just a sinus related headache because I deal with sinuses year round. But I said I was gonna try to push through for my boy, and plus I hollered at Pay. He said that y'all were just getting started, so I just said let me try to catch y'all for a while.
Well, I appreciate it.
Feels that deep.
Absolutely.
For all
I'm not
the
gonna say it like this in my cast. I'm sorry, Wes.
you're good. Literally, like for all the smokers out there, I'm heading to my eyes peeled. This is a 26%er though, so I don't know what they're doing over at with eyes peeled, but I feel like this ain't your grandma's weed anymore. That's all I'm gonna say. Cause I feel like a grandma now. So
Not a grandma.
yeah.
That's good shit.
How the grandma-
But
Come
no.
on, Grant. Oh,
No, we got a few things to talk about. First off, if y'all haven't listened to it, go ahead and listen to our recap of us being in California. It wasn't a main episode, but it's still one of my favorite trips I've taken with these cool cats. And Southern California, y'all got some great coasters. We will be back. No question.
Los Angeles.
Now,
absolutely.
if you want a precursor, basically coasters are great, traffic sucks, and people there are characters. Give it a listen. Give it a listen.
I'm so sorry that y'all had to go through that traffic. I did not have 1 ounce of traffic when going out there.
You didn't have what? You didn't have traffic when you were out there?
Which
No.
LA were you in? Was this in a parallel universe?
Right. She was in the upside down. She was at Angela's Lost.
I must have
That's
been
exactly what it
somewhere in
was.
Stranger Things.
Nah, because
Right.
because Pay, you said that you were more used to it because of Atlanta.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's a lot of driving long distances, and usually at some point you're gonna encounter some bumper to bumper. And no matter, but you have to have a GPS on at all times, here or there. Yeah,
Pay told me that, and I thought he was lying, and he
no,
is telling the truth.
yeah.
Are you saying that so you can
can
see the traffic?
Yes.
Yeah,
So
I
you
mean,
can.
you need to know the best route to take.
Yes.
Otherwise, you can make a mistake and get stuck somewhere sitting for hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ways will try to redirect you. It might be last minute sometimes, but she'll try to redirect you now.
So what's
Yeah.
funny about that is 95 sucks because if you get logged on 95, the only other detour is basically the same amount of time you would be stuck in the traffic.
Route 1.
Like
That's correct.
no, there's some times where it's it'll be literally standstill. So obviously we're gonna take an exit, but then you're at the point where everyone is doing what you're doing. So then now there's traffic kind of on that ramp getting out all everywhere around that area just because everyone is trying to get out of the ramp, out of the highway where the traffic. Yeah, it's just 95 was a straight shot. I think what's rad about LAX, and it's probably the same thing with Atlanta, it's like a web of people. It's just a web of people going in and out, up and down, left and right. Oof.
Wow.
Yeah, I would say 95 is a constant stream that will sometimes get constipated, where you'll get caught in the web in LA. and you're gonna get eaten by the spider, which is probably just a homeless man on bath salts that calls himself Spider. Anyways, I can't wait to go back to LA because I need to go get me another vape now. I'm almost out of the vape I brought back. I'm surprised it even lasted this long, like a month. Like,
yeah.
Phew, they got some good resin out there. Anyways, what has y'all been up to? I know y'all recently y'all somewhat saw the Buzz. Well, also,
yes.
how about it was a good time for yourselves last Saturday at Six Flags in Erie?
Yeah, oh my God, yeah.
That's why
The only thing that-
Ryan needs to come on. Someone yell at Ryan because he literally.
I know. We gotta.
Someone call him.
Let me see.
We gotta get him on.
Anyways, Ryan, another fellow member, was on. Excuse me, he was on. Yeah, he was on a plane to go to Georgia. Get that area on. Unfortunately, did not get Goliath, but was able to go to
Was
Six
he on a
Flags.
midnight plane to Georgia?
The
I'm sorry.
midnight plane to Georgia.
I love that. That was so cheesy, but so funny. I swear it was. I loved it. I loved
I'll
it.
be here
That was
till
perfect.
Saturday.
That was perfect.
I need to get back down there. I know.
Listen.
Generally, the
you need to-
BBCC had a great time. The breweries they hit down there looked awesome. I would not mind at least hitting one or two the next time I'm with y'all down there, just to see what's up. You know, maybe have some cans from when I'm hitting these parks with y'all too. You know, but for real, like they had a great time.
Good.
I know Mark, also one of the co-hosts of the Drunk Riders. He probably will get more into it this week when they talk about it. But he says he knows that it was running not at its peak, but it's still a great and amazing ride. So
Oh yeah.
basically, gives people reason to come back, especially with Goliath being down. Some people not getting Goliath. Yeah, they had a great time in Georgia. They will be back. But I know this isn't technically it's kind of the Buzz Bars network, but hey, Sunshine Stumble is happening the end of January. We're literally gonna just be in Tampa, like riding Gwazi. We're gonna get on the Guaz. So yeah,
They say that's actually why you didn't show up in Georgia because you were planning to go to Busch Gardens in January. That's just a rumor in the street.
I mean, the streets they be right a lot of the time. So I'm saying.
Oh man, see,
He on the
he knew-
street
he knew-
Wednesday.
he knew Goliath was closed, so it was like it was over.
No, more so holidays are holidaying.
Mm-hmm.
And it's and also I have 3 family like my 2 of my sisters and my dad's birthday is within next week. So my dad's at the end of the week, and my sister's at the beginning of the week. The oldest sister. So
Oh wow.
yeah, on top of Thanksgiving and then Christmas shopping. Oh, and then a week. Oh, and then December 3rd is my oldest nephew's birthday, and December 10th is my stepsister's birthday.
Damn.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask to borrow $10 the first week of December. I guess that's out.
And on top of the fact of Halloween
And
night
then your
tickets, and Christmas.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm kind of drained. Like this time of the year, I might make one trip where it's like.
Wait, what are you doing for your birthday? I heard a bunch of other people's birthdays.
You see, that's what I was saying.
You doing for yours?
I might honestly have to play it chill this year and just go to Hershey Park, go to King's Dominion, and that's fine, because I really haven't experienced the Christmas event at Hershey. And
You said like it was bad.
And
That
that's
is
fine.
a phenomenal lineup.
wait, what happened?
No, I said you was like, well, I'll just go to Hershey and go to King's Dominion, but it's okay. But I was saying you were saying that like it was a bad
Well, no,
thing.
and more so, it is bad because
Those lineups are nice.
No, the lineups are. I'm never talking about the lineup. It's more so when my birthday is basically 5 days before winter.
Oh,
So
wow.
it's cold on my birthday.
It is.
What I like doing, especially last year, I love. Oh, it's my birthday. Fuck this, and just running away to Florida, and being like, oh my god, the vitamin D on my body. It's like 70 degrees. Oh my god. Now I'll do that a week or two before my birthday normally, because it's like people aren't really going because of Halloween Horror Nights, and then they're just setting up all the Christmas stuff. Like the Grinch is just getting put out and everything. So you're basically getting pretty good lines when you go to Universal and stuff. So.
Oh wow.
But if you go like right a week after December, you're fucked. You're kind of fucked.
Shit.
Like the Grinch will be 4-hour waits. Velocicoaster will be 2 hours all day. Hagrid's will be 4 hours all day.
Not happening.
But no, so you gotta find pockets. There's pockets where you go to Universal and you're like, this is not bad at all.
That is crazy.
Now the only thing bad about it is now, because even they priced me out because I got the deal for the pass where I was paying a pretty good price. But now a kidney is probably what is needed. You know, it's kind of like that with, you know, Disney or Universal, you know. So I might have to cut off my pinky toe or some shit.
I was gonna say a half of your bladder or something.
But
If y'all got children, y'all want to give up.
Oh my God. No.
a child for a day. Damn, a family of 4 is gonna have fucking a great time. Family of 4 is gonna be a family of 2 real quick. Gotta start over.
Yeah.
Nah, but I guess not to speak for Ryan here. It did sound like he had a good time from what he told us.
He did. You never got him pay?
Yeah, when I was talking to him on the chat,
No, I messaged him. He didn't.
I'm assuming he fell asleep. So that was the first time he just knocked out.
Yeah, he might be top. Yeah.
But I just remember when he was talking to Antonio and was just saying, basically just gushing about the time that was given, and mostly for the Southern hospitality from you folks.
We do what we can.
Being the tour guides around the park and driving around, you know, the good foods, all that stuff. So.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
How are the rides running? At least for y'all's perspective, how are the rides running? Because I think he liked everything. What he said, he liked everything.
Yeah, he even liked Great American Scream Machine and Blue Hawk.
Yeah, I remember he said Twist Cyclone was just too short, but it wasn't bad. I mean, no RMC is bad. We can all agree with that.
Absolutely.
On this cast. We can all agree with that.
Yeah, she ran with a little attitude. You know, the drop is always great on it, but you know, it did the best that it could. It wasn't bad.
So she was Tina, but not Tanisha.
And then the good thing is that Acrophobia reopened.
Oh shit! Did you guys get on that?
Hell yes.
Y'all insane.
When I tell you,
twice,
that thing kicks ass. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Looking at it, it's like, oh, it's not that tall, but yeah, it kicks.
That's the ones you got to look out for. The taller ones, they that's not the problem. 200 and under.
Yeah, man, Acrophobia, it drops like it weighs 400,000 pounds. Like it's like that gondola weighs a ton. But yeah, it was great. And apparently they they refurbed it, so like they changed out all of the seats and everything on it.
So Lauren, we didn't ride what you call it, the drop tower at Kentucky Kingdom.
Did I?
Oh, it's good.
It's so good. It's a Larson.
Yes,
it's very good.
They had the big car you can't see with the top.
Y'all shouldn't have told her that. Y'all shouldn't have told her it was a Larson. Y'all should have let her butt get on it.
No, she would have seen it. She would have seen that thing is only 6 feet tall, and then would have been hell no. Like literally, Shaq is taller than the thing, but it gives a better drop than Zumanjaro. Like,
I'm screaming. Yeah.
Which rest in peace, by the way. We definitely are gonna get into that, y'all. Don't do not worry. This is the main episode.
Don't get me started.
And
don't
Snooks,
get me started.
That's its own park. So.
Oh yeah. That's how that conversation is gonna go. Absolutely. Probably should have started the call with a prayer.
You know, everyone, we need to get into Amazing Grace here. Sarah. Shout out to the drunk riders for that bit. Because Marcus and Mike, you're an idiot.
Oh shit! I forgot about Batman kicked ass. I forgot. I know we were kind of moving on, but I got to give Batman kudos because Batman. Oh my god,
I felt like
that
Batman
thing was
also
funny.
hit because we rode the much
Magic
inferior
Mountain.
one at Magic Mountain not too long
Yeah,
before that.
yeah. And
That,
ask me whether
that's
and ask,
another that's another ride that has man at the end. That's just call it man. Just call it man.
no,
That Batman's weak, bro. I'm sorry. That Batman is weak.
no. I didn't think it was
No, it's just bat. It's just bat.
Yeah, right,
that. Is
right.
insane.
It's just bat.
But I can definitely tell you from Ryan's perspective. Ryan was like, yeah, that was a lot more intense.
I just don't get it because
He was like, how? I'm like, I don't know. It's a grand question.
what I don't
He
get.
feel like it's more intense than over Georgia.
No, he said that he felt like ours was more intense than Magic Mountain. He was just saying that a lot of the Batmans feel similar, but he can tell like his feet will, tingle on a few, not all. But he was
Okay.
just saying that like the one that over Georgia, he was like, my feet was asleep the whole time. He was like, why is that more intense than the other ones? I'm like, I don't know. Your guess is as good as
No
mine. I
one
don't
knows.
understand. It rips through that track. Like the roar almost sounds slightly different than the rest of them. I'm like, why is that like that?
Yeah, I just don't get it because normally it's the first ride that is the craziest. So you would think the Great American one would be like crazy, but
Yeah.
Georgia just runs different. I don't know. I have no clue.
And it wasn't built until what, like 97. So it's one of the later ones.
That's insane.
Yeah.
No, maybe that's
Yeah,
why it's one of the later ones. I don't know.
But then the one at Fiesta was after hours.
And that one is
It's not bad.
that one's just Lieth.
Don't do good life.
So geez, what is Great White then? Just
Not
white?
even.
No,
It's not
great
great.
White is great tuna. That's what that is.
No, great
tuna?
white.
Yeah, it's not even a shark.
God.
You got to put that into its normal. It's just a fish, a normal ass fish.
Great white is
call
not great at
baby.
all.
Just call it Baby Shark.
Baby shark.
Do Baby Shark.
Honestly, that's a really good reef theme. It's okay. I'm giving someone a free Texas Coaster content creator. You can get free impressions right now by just doing that. Throw up Great White and put Baby Shark behind it. That's funny. Or
It's not even that.
That's really
it's
funny.
just not great. It's
And you know
not
what's
great. That's
crazy?
the
They
title.
have that big, huge model in one of those gift shops or wherever.
Oh yeah,
Yes, that was crazy.
yeah. SeaWorld be doing that because I know they have that with Kraken as well at SeaWorld Orlando.
Oh, I never knew that. Okay.
I forgot where it
Yeah.
is. But
Yeah.
they definitely have it. It was broke the last time we were there, unfortunately. Like we literally
Oh.
saw it was like the track was not connected, but the one we saw at San Antonio was working, so that was cool.
Yeah. It was definitely working.
It was definitely faster than the real one.
That's for sure. I don't even think Over Georgia compete with that. Yeah, that thing is yeah. That one is very cartoonish though.
Yeah.
I don't understand why that thing runs like that.
The thing is, the ride feels it's not great. It's not white, and it's not even a shark. I'm calling it Big Bass.
Big bass. Just call
Not
it
big
trout.
ass. What?
For God's
Yeah.
sakes, just call it trout.
No, because it's close to Big Ass.
Oh my God. Oh wow.
And not
I've never felt a Batman clone with hang time. Like, am I going through a stall or a loop? I'm confused.
And it's not good hang time. That's the thing. It's like it's not like
Yeah.
a good 0G. What like?
And Brian really wondered why I was so just distraught having to ride that with the rest of the group. He was like, "Oh, come on, it can't be that bad." I'm like,
Yeah.
"All right."
No, I'd still rewrite it. Like if we go, because what else are you gonna do at that park, right?
Yeah, it's not too much.
like you're getting spanked with a paddle with still eel, which is kind of fun. Not gonna lie. I guess it takes a stingray, but I forgot about that because we didn't fucking get it because it was closed.
Oh,
It was fucking the fuck closed. What? Every time we go on a trip, there's always a damn standing ornament.
That's what I was saying. I said I don't know who's the bad luck charm, but
stressing me out.
But Pay was saying he's like, you gotta stop going around. I'm like, look, I came in so happy to be on this trip, and now I find out what was closing in front of me. Everything at Magic Mountain was closing in front of me that night. Yeah. I think honestly it was the coaster gods. It was it was Son of Beast. It was Mean Shriek. And now Ka. It was all of them. It was all of them telling me like, hey, like the Dodonampo. They were telling me just go to X2. Just go to X2 because that's essentially what it made me do. I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go to X2. I just got a cool wrapped around view around the park, and I just went to X2.
Damn.
Which was a good choice because it really did have its issues the whole rest of the day we were there.
How many rides did you end up with on X2 West?
Overall?
Yeah.
7
both
rides.
days. Nice. Okay. I think I had like 4.
I think it's my number 10. If I
I got 7.
Respectfully.
That is
yo.
What?
You know what I was thinking?
What?
I'm sorry. I was just thinking of something.
You want to talk about Magic Mountain?
Oh no. Yeah, about Magic Mountain. Their new coaster, because we was trying to figure out we was trying to weed out the manufacturers.
No, we gotta weed them out.
Weed them out. We did, everyone is saying X-Axis coaster though.
If you get that, you're probably a 90s baby that watched SpongeBob. Anyways.
Yeah, of course. I'm a goofy goober.
Goober, yeah. I'm gonna be singing that on the new coasters.
Michael had a reference earlier because somebody said technique. He was like, technique.
No way.
I'm gonna start saying that when I'm throwing my body around on these rides like Ghost Rider and stuff. I'm gonna start saying technique.
Go around town.
What we really missed on this trip, Wes, was you scream and give you more.
Well, I honestly, if I got that's the one thing the only thing on this trip that there's 2 regrets. I wanted, and it's re-rides. I wanted more rides on Ghost Rider. I wanted a night ride on Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
And I wanted more rides on fucking Twisted Colossus.
Yes. And
those are my only regrets. But the fact I even got those, under my belt, and it with y'all was, and the fact that night ride on Twisted Colossus was out of control. I'm sorry, that was
what?
I'm shaking my hands like a tambourine player in the pews right now. Oh my god.
Yeah, it was. I feel like Twisted Colossus is not talked about enough. Now, I get that there are some other rides that are better. Don't get me wrong. Like there are other better RMCs, but I'm like that thing kicked ass that night.
It's because they have so many other coasters in their park. That's the reason why Twisted Colossus doesn't get the praise that it does.
That's a good point.
People will rank it, but even people will compare it to other RMCs, right? And I hear a lot of the time it's in the lower end.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
And I'm just like, I can imagine. I loved it, and it didn't even duel. I'm imagining that with a duel.
I said the same thing. They must be running at like 10:02 a.m. or something.
But honestly, it wasn't anything that stood out completely to me. Like when I rode it, Twisted Colossus was probably my most anticipated coaster ever. So when I got there and I was in line and I was getting in the restraint and buckling up, I was like, oh my god! It was to the point where I was boiling over with excitement.
Was it your first RMC too?
No, it wasn't my first RMC. My first RMC was Steve.
Oh,
but
okay. And I was gonna say that's probably a big reason why too.
Yeah, that was my second RMC, Steve.
But continue. Sorry.
But no, I still, when it comes to RMCs, I still I don't know. I feel like I'd have to get a re-ride on it. That's just what it boils down to, because for me, it wasn't anything spectacular.
No, I agree.
Yeah, I wouldn't even say it was just it was really 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 good though. Like I feel like, and I also feel like maybe because when I went, my mind the only thing that I could think about was X2, so my expectations of everything else was just like flat soda.
You know,
So
and that's also the thing too. I was like, I had such low expectations going into it,
right,
and they blew them out of the fucking water.
yeah, I was like, what?
But to be honest, that's what I do now. I will even when I went, even when I was I was most excited for Ghost Rider on this trip. I was like, you know, I still think, you know, it's gonna be a good ride. You know, I almost go with, unless I'm about to ride Goblin City Escape, Hakuge or some shit like that. I'm gonna go on with like the most middle expectations all the time, because generally I'm surprised.
Yeah.
Like I said, you know, I enjoyed every single ride besides Jaguar.
And y'all, there's another underrated coaster we didn't speak of, and I don't think everybody rode it, but West and I did. Canyon Blaster is the shit.
Okay, it actually was quite good. Like, no shit and no post. That was quite good.
The Canyon Blaster.
So
Yeah.
it has really good laterals, and then at the very end it turns to Steel Vengeance, like a baby Steel Vengeance. Like I was not fake airtime. Like the first two hills, you're literally like at least getting a pop out, and I'm like, God damn! If I were toddler or, you know, the actual demographic for this, I'd be jutting. I'd be going all around this train. That's one of the best little kiddie coasters I've been on. I need to do a kiddie coaster ranking.
And y'all know that's a fucking ENF miler.
No, see, for me, my ENF milers make the best kiddie coasters, cause I make the joke now. What's it called? Coco Cruiser at Coco Cruiser at Hershey Park. That has the best laterals in the park now. Well, I guess.
Wow.
Well, I guess before Wildcat really broke in, but once they took away Skyrush's laterals, I was like, yeah, that has the new best laterals in the park.
Oh my god.
Well, I know it has better laterals. That has a better lateral moment than anything on Skyrush.
So is it still worth it to go and ride Skyrush? Because now I'm just kind of
So for me, I accept it for what it is. So a lot of people, for most people, it hasn't changed. You know, but for the people that love the insanity of your whole body just feeling like it was torn out of the seat in moments, like that's not necessarily there anymore. And I see it literally as a mini 305 now, which is fine. But I know that I have a better ride at home now. It's no debate for me. Like, it used to be like I could see it, like when people be like, "Oh, Skyrush is better." I'd be like, "Okay, you know, I can see it because it's not only you got crazy airtime and positives, but you got laterals with only that lap bar." And that was insane. Like, it literally felt like you were about to be ripped and thrown into Candemonium Station. Like,
I know Hershey Park is like, damn if we do or damn if we don't. Like, we can't.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, you know, because so many people were complaining about the restraints and being stapled and stuff.
right.
And then they try to fix it, and it's like, womp, womp.
No, but I will say, I am in the minority opinion. Most people are enjoying it, and apparently it's getting more lines because people are saying it's more comfortable. So,
hey, well, good for them.
Yeah, but good for them, bad for me, because now I got to wait for it more, and it's not as good of a ride for me. And but good for the hobby, you know. Good. I feel bad for TJ because that's his home park, or one of his home parks, and he says every time he rides it, it just plummets. It just gets
damn.
Yeah, it doesn't plummet for me. It's settled around, I think, still top 30. I think.
Oh wow.
I don't really think about Skyrush like that anymore, though. It's literally my number 30 right now. So.
Oh my god.
Another elite ride is gonna knock you right out, you know.
That is insane to hear.
Yeah, that was my number 7 last year.
Yeah. Oh wow.
It was right above Wildcat's Revenge.
Speaking of,
if this is not a sign for you to go and ride El Toro, go and ride it.
Wait, what are you trying to say right now?
No, I'm just saying all these coasters that she was supposed to ride is getting removed or like some kind of
getting
BBL.
Jesus.
They're going to Turkey and getting a hair transplant.
Oh God.
That's what happened to TT2, to be honest. Because
Can we, as much as I love RMC though, can we not RMC El Toro and just get Gravity Group or somebody to come in?
that would be
Can they
amazing.
not do it?
Now I will. That's kind of a point I've been thinking about recently. Is this next coming year, y'all? You better be riding the shit out of these rides. Don't let anyone make fun of you for, oh, why do you have 1,000 rides in the year? Go. Who the fuck cares? I'm going to ride 305 as many times as Pantherian as many times as I can, just to help with the ridership, just to show that ride is loved. I'm going to talk about Pantherian or any low-key ride, just so that parks know that ride is fucking loved. That ride is deserved to be given maintenance. Is deserved the TLC, the hard love that you give to it, because there are fans of it, right?
Absolutely.
We need to be showing that to these rides now, because it's very clear that we're getting complacent now. People, there would be times we did it with Volcano, Media Day, the 2018 or the opening day for Twisted Timbers. We're all there for Twisted Timbers and everything else. They did open the rest of the park, but we're like, fuck that. I rode Volcano, everything else so many times, blah, blah, blah. Lo and behold, next week, Volcano's gone forever. I'm still kicking my ass today. And I can't help myself. They didn't warn us or anything, but it's like, the people tried to warn us. You could have your opinions about them, but they did try to warn us, right? And it was unfortunate because more people would have gone out there if the park was able to say something. Because I do get the other side, be like, why am I just going to go off of someone, the source of a YouTuber, even though I will say El Toro Ryan is very reputable. He got the Zamperla thing right with top throw too, where we're all saying, what the fuck? There is no way Zamperla's working on this. And then said this about Ka. He has a good reputation, is all I'm saying. He wouldn't make stuff like this just for clicks.
Unlike some people.
Yeah, but that's the thing. There were some people using it for clicks. But just to keep on to the point here, if the park would have said something, if they would have allowed them to say something, there would have been more people to have a proper farewell. Which I guess now we will segue to Ka, obviously. As Snooks.
Yes, sir.
This bowl is for you. This bowl is for you and for Ka.
Oh man.
Yeah,
I went and I got my last rides in Halloween night, and then I went again November 7th. Yeah.
And Snooks was one of the first people to see the damn markings. Him and a few others.
And I'm like, what? Y'all taking it down? Man, I just rode the hell out that shit.
You called us.
I called y'all. And I showed y'all the markings.
You was standing right on that bitch. I was like, I know you are lying to me.
But the best thing about that is they put Ka in super boost mode. And that hole was flying over the top hat.
Them rides always get the best ride when they get ready to close. They be trying to show
them. Really upset because ain't nobody tell me nothing. They didn't let me know when the funeral was so that I could go there, act the fool, and jump on the casket.
But you know what? You rode Dragster. A lot of people didn't get to do neither.
Yeah.
You know what that hydraulic launch feel like. A lot of people don't. That hydraulic launch is like OMG.
Yeah.
It's like no other. And that's what I'm saying. That's why I felt so special to get Accelerator this year, because that was the one that birthed them all.
Hell yeah.
That was the ride that birthed Top Thrill Dragster. They tested, earlier launch speeds, 112, 118 mile an hour launches on Accelerator to see if it was even possible.
Can you imagine what that would have felt like if you could have written it that way?
Right.
Unbelievable.
I mean,
really well.
The acceleration on that thing is crazy.
I do think the launch is better on Accelerator than Stormrunner, but Stormrunner's layout is obviously better.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But for I guess for it to be the prototype though, they do
great prototype.
Yeah, they definitely a good prototype for sure.
But yeah,
that lunch. Oh my god, that lunch is
It literally feels like I'm a stunt pilot or a stuntsman in like the 50s, and I got shot out of a cannon.
Yeah. I'm telling you, when we shot out of that damn, and then the fact that you just lunched straight out of the station,
I love that.
and
Yeah.
and as soon as we started going up that hill, I could feel a goddamn tingle in my groin,
Yep. That's
and obviously with no STD. That goddamn lunch was, oh my god,
that's why
that
I
was
say
hypersexual.
every hydraulic launch for me gives me a punch in my stomach that I'm not able to get on any other ride again. Like, it's like the
Yeah,
feeling almost like a drop in your stomach.
Yes,
for
yes,
real.
it
And that's how I
is.
felt. I felt the same way, like on car, because you get that same, obviously that same shove when it takes off. But it's almost like you hit another, even though I know it probably is not, but it feels like on car you almost lunch a second time almost.
No, it does. It feels like that. I know exactly
Yeah,
what you're
like you
talking
take
about.
off, you going woo, you going, and then it's like you get a little boost. That shit is
And
crazy.
it's like another get up. Hmm.
I'm gonna miss that thing.
So you were there and you heard from, not only did you see Marcus, but you heard from.
I was riding with one of the maintenance crew's wife, and she was just there all day just riding because she was like,
Damn.
yeah, it's going.
Mm.
Yep.
I mean,
That right there was enough confirmation for me.
and also Ryan, piggybacking off that, he put up a video last night talking about how the maintenance schedule changed randomly. So that would
Yeah, I
make
saw that
sense.
video.
Well, that would make sense why if it was someone related to a maintenance man or someone maintenance team, that she would know because yeah, they normally are refurbishing trains around that time, but instead they just stopped completely.
Damn.
Yeah.
They were in the middle of
Well,
refurbishing and they just stopped.
I just need to know where Kai is gonna be buried so I can go and pay my respects.
Baby, car's gonna be dust, I think.
If they're gonna
They
do it like
they might.
Volcano, that shit's gonna be rubble. It's gonna look so sick.
I was gonna say, I wonder if they gonna pull it down. They might blow that shit up. No, I'm just kidding.
No,
Now
it's
you
got.
know they're gonna try to sell that shit.
That's just they better not sell it. I ain't no other
Dude,
part
they ain't
in
gonna
that
sell
shit.
it.
Scrap it.
Now they're probably gonna
Scrap
sell
that
some of
hoe.
the track, but like in general, we
Yeah.
are gonna see like it's too big of a structure, and it's too close to residential that like we're definitely gonna see people camping out or waiting just for the moments of like getting that like just to see it kind of like we saw with Vortex, like we saw with Son of Beast, or even Wicked Twister, like,
Mhm.
and that's gonna be a moment in the hobby
Absolutely.
because
Yeah.
Stalking Kai.
like they're just gonna let that shit fall. Like I actually don't think you can, but maybe you can where it is, but because it is kind of just in the back of the park near nothing. But
Mm-hmm.
So you think they're just gonna tie a piece of rope to it and just like pull the
Pull
top?
it. Mm-hmm. That's gonna be the cheapest way they can deconstruct it. To
Yeah,
be honest, like tie
especially if
some
it's
shit
getting
up to
scrapped.
it and dry and tie it to the back of whatever truck and drive with that shit and just pull it apart.
yeah,
Yo,
Like
I just
a
don't.
damn tooth.
I almost think it's too big of a structure though. Like it's just
I think they're gonna have to take it down piece by piece.
yeah. Like I feel like they would like to do it that way because, like you said, that would make it a lot easier.
And cheaper.
well,
Absolutely.
they better start now because if they plan on giving us a record breaking multi launch, I need to see what this multi launch look like. How many launches it got? What's record breaking about it?
And what sucks is I'm sure we won't find out until later next year.
Yeah,
No,
the end of next year.
now I do think it's not. It's gonna be a. It is gonna break records, but it's
It's
not gonna
definitely not B&M.
break. Yeah, I
No.
hope it's not. But I think it's gonna
I
break
think it's
records,
not.
but just not in, not globally.
What yeah, I think you're right. That's what I was thinking too.
Mm-hmm.
I
Oh,
feel like they're gonna invest, but everything is so costly right now. It's in my mind. It makes me wonder, like, even though I feel like they could get the return on investment at Great Adventure, but I'm like, are they gonna really go as big? Probably not.
oh, you
But
know what though? You know what I'm thinking about now? Because now B&M does launches, and the one at SeaWorld is a multi-launch.
Yeah,
we'll
but
see where You talking about
Orlando Penguin Trek, but you know
Dang.
they could go big if they want to. They probably that
Baby, we
probably
ain't setting them little baby ass lunches. We don't want. I like being them, but we don't want being them.
Okay,
Please,
yeah, I
please.
don't, because I'm
Sorry, Mike.
thinking, like we discussed earlier, I'm thinking Intamin Mac and Premier, but
Yep.
now it's really Premier and then Intamin.
Yeah, man.
Intamin because you know they're known for the hype and all the records, you
Yeah.
know, and Premier because you know they just got Alpin Fury and Kenneth Wonderland. That could have been a
Hey,
package deal. So either or.
What
I just
about
hope it's my bad.
Vacoma?
Vacoma,
Just
no,
give me your
because
word.
they don't have anything tall. But I did see that new layout that they just, you know,
Yeah, we're gonna be
park.
talking about that at that new park in Mexico. Oof.
Yes, I want to talk about that. Yes.
Yes,
I want to talk about
That
that.
look, I'm
yeah,
telling you, Vacoma's
But
gonna be the new heavy hitter in the next 10
yeah.
years.
They're
That
gonna be the new being them, and they're
mhm.
gonna be
They
better
have
at it
made
than
such
being
a
them.
great comeback.
Or
They are. I love it.
If it's Vacoma, it's gonna be the longest roller coaster in the United States or something like that because Vacoma doesn't have height records, you know, or something. But they can be the longest roller coaster that they created. However, Premier and Intamin, they're like top tier right now. Intamin, they got that vertical launch coaster. Well, you know that could be useful too.
Now
People talking about
I
them.
wouldn't put Vacoma out for height because remember, they were one of the few
Yeah,
concepts put
thank you.
out for Hyperion.
They did.
And they
Yeah.
were and Hyperion's close to a giga, so they could definitely make that was like 240, 260 height.
Yeah,
That
and that
concept.
But,
was some years
but
ago at
wait,
this point.
Vacoma did they did what? They did height.
So Energy Landia did a fun thing, and I doubt this was actually like
I love
what happened, but
right.
basically like they let the fans choose what their next coaster was going to be, and it was the Intamin concept, which we ended up getting, or the Vacoma one, and they were both hyper, like 250 foot, 260 foot hypers,
Mhm.
and yeah, so Vacoma can definitely. They haven't made anything like that since. We haven't heard about it, maybe, but
They obviously can do it though.
yeah, they obviously probably can try to do it.
Somebody has to be the first.
But we don't. But we deserve a 300 footer.
I mean, what's stopping them
Something.
for adding 40 more feet, right?
Because now the tallest coaster in the park is Nitro.
Yeah, but basically, I'm saying if that concept was like around 250, kind of like Shambhala height,
Yeah.
what's stopping them adding just a few tens more feet?
Nah,
Making that
we shouldn't get nothing less than 300.
3 Benjis.
Right.
Three Benjis. I want it all.
I do agree, but do we feel like it's really gonna break height? Because at the end of the day, if you build a 300-foot coaster, I mean, you can still say, I guess it's the tallest multi-launch, which I think it probably will be anyway. But like, I don't know.
That's if TT2 start working again.
Well, we talking about a multi-launch because y'all clearly getting a multi-launch.
And
You know what I'm saying? So
all right, let's throw another big boy in here then. Let's throw in Mach. Their launches have gotten
we
slightly
definitely
better,
said
but
Mach.
they're
I
not.
did say that. I did say Mac. I did say it. I did.
But
I'm saying
Because they do have hypers. They do have hypers, and they can be the first to go 300 feet. But again, they said multi-launch, and Mac only did hypers with lift hills, not with
Yeah, but what's
launches.
stopping them from making like a Icon or a Blue Fire or Hyperia?
yeah,
But
they
launch.
do have
Nothing.
and they do have multi-launch coasters now, because you know,
And I think Voltron
Oh,
has
yes, they
better
do.
launches than the other ones they've made before.
absolutely.
And that's why
Copperhead Strike alone multi-launch. Time Traveler, I think, is multi-launch, isn't it?
if
It is
they go
multi-launch,
with
yeah.
Mac, I feel like we're gonna get a Voltron in the vault. I don't mind that.
If you get a
Voltron is
Mach
dope.
Striker, oh.
No.
Okay, but no, if you get that, but it's not the stupid gimmick model that they're trying to say the tower, like thing that's going
Jesus,
around.
please, that is so funny looking. Like, no,
No, it looks
don't
like all
do
those
that.
fake those models that would fail to be made, like the fishhook coaster and stuff in Vegas.
It
like-
looks like a prototype, like the shit that's sitting at a factory or something. Don't bring that up there. That skyline is gonna look so flicky.
It looks like
Please
something
don't put
from
that up
Meet the
there.
Robinsons. I just don't want it.
Yes,
Yo,
it's not even cute.
Meet the Robinsons.
Shit ain't even
Yeah,
cute.
we need to keep moving forward past that. Appreciate you.
Even if it was something along like what is it, Batman Gotham City Escape, but it was just bigger and longer, like that would be fine. I feel like if it was just big and long, but
Oh,
something like that.
I think it's gonna be the tallest, fastest multi-launch spinning coaster.
I don't want no spinning, because spinning turns a lot of guests away. A lot of guests don't like stuff that spin because it makes
I
them
can
Yeah,
see
sick.
that, but I think
yeah,
they're
like,
gonna try to have records that are hard, that are gonna be held for a long time. In the
yeah,
Yeah,
space.
I feel like it's going to be
the longest
something with
multi for sure.
the longest multi-launch, the tallest inversion in the United
That'd be
States or
cute.
something. Um, well, Spitfire inversion is 239, isn't it?
I have no clue. I just know it's over 200 feet. If it is
Yeah,
239, that makes sense because
yeah,
Steel Curtain is 219, I think.
yeah,
Damn.
yeah. It's 239. Yeah, it's 239. I remember. And their drop tower is 475.
Man,
But
fuck.
yeah,
The fact both of them are gone. The fact that they're losing 6 rides for their
That
50th
is
hey
anniversary.
yo,
insane.
and I knew the Sky Ride was going since earlier. I kept saying that.
But
And
it
I
was
feel like
always
if the
time.
Sky Ride is going, I feel like if the Sky Ride is going, that Mine Train might go because they're connected. That the station, the interior and the exterior is the same. It has the same building. So how would that look with having one side being used and the other not? Unless they
Well,
can destruct one. I don't know.
I'm sure they could, but like what is his name? Hollywood made a good point, and he was just kind of like, well, they may take that ride down, but then they may leave the towers up. Because I think even like, and I mean, obviously this is pre-merger, but like when ours came out, they left them towers up for a while. I think they might be out now. I think, if I'm not mistaken, but I still, yeah, because they took the station and everything out, so it's out. So I still think they could take it
Well,
out, even if it is a like a dual station for the Sky Ride and the Mine Train. They'll close that shit in, or either just leave it there and put something up, put a little fake wall up and some scenery. They'll do something. I don't think they're
Cedar
gonna take
Fair,
that Mine
they here
Train.
now, so
I
Yeah, that's
just
true.
I don't know.
like their 50th and
Well, Cedar
losing
Fair just want to remove anything.
5 to 6 rides and gaining a boomerang. I know I'm putting it kind of like
R-
You need your ass whooped.
no, Cedar Fair
That's
needs
why.
Zimmerman needs his ass whooped, right? He needs his ass whooped.
No, he does. He does. Because
Like
a boomerang, really,
they
for our
looked at
50th,
that
that,
and
first
thought
of
that's
all,
okay.
that wasn't even our coaster. That was not even supposed to be our coaster. Because you said we were getting something big. And then
Well,
kept
wasn't that
saying the whole
Celine, not Zimmerman? Because that was pre-merger.
Yeah,
Well, yeah,
that
no,
was Celine.
Celine kept saying we're getting something big, we're getting something big.
That is big to him.
And then we didn't hear nothing for a little minute. And then when they announced something, they said, yeah, we decided to add something at the last minute. And I'm like, what you mean
Oh
at the
yeah, they
last
did.
minute? But it
Yeah.
wasn't we getting something big? And then they said a boomerang. Back and forth. Who ordered the back and forth?
Baby, y'all got a whole show. Y'all are
Mhm.
gaining 2 lunch coasters in the matter of like 2 years. Y'all are very fortunate. I'm just trolling,
Fair. I mean,
Listen,
but that's a pretty good
it's
come up
it's
though.
it's sad. And then people gonna say, oh, the inversion is paying homage to the Batman and Robin the Chiller. No, the fuck it's not. The roller we weren't even supposed to get this coaster. So this coaster was already made going to another park. So how dumb do
Correct.
you sound saying it's paying homage to Batman and Robin the Chiller? That pissed me
Ooh,
off. So I wanted to
I
staple
know.
their asses in the fucking seat.
I'm screaming. But you know what? Now that we are talking about the boomerang, would y'all really get another multi-lunch boomerang? Because considering Flash is technically
Uh,
multi-lunch, so would it really be Vacoma though? I don't know.
It
I mean, I
could
get it can be a
be.
different ride experience, but I'm like, technically,
It
Flash is
it
already
could
multi-lunch.
be.
So would they
Like I
actually
said,
build
it
another
could be
Vacoma
it
though?
could, it could be Matt. No, it could be Intamin,
Matt
Premiere,
or
or
Premiere?
Vacoma because y'all got an Intamin, y'all got the Intamin for next year. We got a Vacoma, and then Premiere is in Canada, so it could be either one of those three. It's easily one of them. One of them.
Yeah, we definitely know it's them or either like Wes was saying. I feel like Mock would probably be like my number four, like my fourth choice out of those four. I feel like
Yeah,
Mock would be
Mac
last
moved down.
because
Mac
I
moved
hadn't
down
really
for
heard.
me.
And I mean, granted, yes, they can establish new relationships and all that stuff, but I hadn't heard them like Cedar Point or a Cedar Fair or Six Flags talk about Mock in like ever for real. So I'm just kind of feeling like, and especially when you get Alpha Fear, like a lot of that stuff is bought in bulk. You're not telling me they not getting a deal on something.
I think they're also just afraid to make
Yeah,
new relations because Cedar Fair is. If you look at their career, like their history,
B and
they've
M.
always been conservative. They've loved BNM. They've loved BNM.
Mm,
So
with
they
the
well,
and they
I
Alpha
so
hope.
making
Flags.
new relations for them has always been hard, and breaking new
Yeah,
relations has been hard too because obviously with how the intimate relationship turned out.
baby, Six Flags didn't care as long as it was cost efficient. You said you would, you build roller coasters out of clothes hanger. Sure, we'll try it out. Let's see.
You know what?
I'm just saying, pull Kid Flash out already. Moving along.
Well, I sure wish.
Is
I
it
sure wish
out?
Pull,
Cedar
Is
pull
it
Fair
that
still
would have
there?
listened.
racetrack out. Yeah, that shit piece of shit still sitting there. It's sitting
It's still
there.
there.
It's still sitting there. It's just still sitting there, but there's no trains. But I know that I saw on a maintenance person's page, and he was just like, "Oh yeah, it's over. It was short lived. Blah 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 blah." But the trains were like completely. When I tell you, them trains looked like they had been pulled out and thrown against the ground. Like they looked like they was chipped and all kind of shit. Like the paint and shit was just chipped on. It looked terrible. So I'm like, "It's really done. It's really done." Yeah. That train was in pieces. So I'm like, I'm assuming it's out. So,
He
but
said
yeah,
it looks like Wile E. Coyote when he falls from the canyon and just shatters into
literally,
pieces.
literally, or either Toonces the cat running off of a damn cliff in a car. I don't know what the hell they did with that. That train looked crazy. So yeah, right now it's still put together, but you know it only took them 9 days to put it together. So I'm sure it will only take a day to
I
pull it
mean, it should have
apart.
took them one. Like, what the fuck? That's a
They probably
playground set.
Amazon.
At this point, I think they're probably trying to find a replacement. So to be honest, I think it's going to be standing but not operating for probably about a year.
Mm.
To be honest,
I mean,
because
They
it
might as
looks
well give
like when
y'all a
you're
nice
looking
little
at it, it looks
boomerang.
good. It looks good where it's placed and stuff. But if you take that out, that's just gonna be a nasty eyesore for real. So I feel like that's
wait,
probably why.
wait, was that Pay talking?
Oh no, that was me. I
Oh,
said they should just take that out and put a nice little family Vacoma boomerang there.
That's what I think it'll end up being. I wish they would squeeze a little gravity group in there, but
the thing
but whatever.
is it's easy to say that, like, just plan a coaster to elite and then do it, but like, realistically, a park's like, damn, we invested into this. They're gonna talk to the manufacturer, like, how can we make this work? Like, in this case, it truly is seeming like it's all Skyline. Like, just every single ride they put
Absolutely,
up
it
is
is.
just not work. So you gotta work with
Why
them and be
y'all
like, hey,
at
like,
Apple? Who the fuck gave them an invitation to the Met Gala? Why are y'all here?
yeah, yeah. Does anyone know the
The
meme of
fuck?
like of the army men like all posted up on a corner, but there's a clown like also in the mix? That's really how it
Hello,
feels.
for real. And one of the people that I follow on socials, and I think they were saying that they were, I forgot which day that they saw Skyline there or whatever, but they was just saying like it wasn't nobody at a booth. Good,
Wait, like this year?
yeah.
I wonder if Salim just
Because
like
they're still advertising them fucking Spaghetti Bowl coasters. Why would y'all when none of them are working?
Not even within a
Idiots.
year. Not even within a few months. Not even within
Just
a few
saying.
weeks.
So if ours is currently broken and when y'all took it off to try to fix it, it still ain't fixed. So why are y'all still advertising this? Because y'all close to filing bankrupt and y'all trying to sell whatever y'all can sell regardless of if it work or not.
Mm-hmm.
Take that L, stop making rides. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, they need to just stick with working with GCI. And,
Please. Please.
Then now you got what you call it out here making single rails.
Who?
S&S.
S&S.
Yeah, but it seemed like it was an old
Yeah,
thing.
you ain't see it?
I think, was it the red track thing? That's what you talking about?
Yeah.
I think I know what you talking about. I got you. Yeah.
They,
What you was
they,
saying?
they got it.
Yeah, it's called.
Huh?
It's a coaster. It's the Rail Rider that they have.
Yeah, that's what it's called. Mhm.
They're calling it
It's on their
the
website.
next generation of steeplechase coaster, which I would not
Oh,
consider
please.
this a steeplechase coaster at fucking all.
Please.
But that's cute.
No, I know why they call it steeplechase because the original steeplechase is a single rail just like that,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a one car. Yeah, so I get why they said
But
that.
my issue with the height requirement's good because it seems like they could really make feeling models. Minimum height requirement of 39. I think it only has a seatbelt restraint too.
Oh, nice.
That's the only restraint on it. So
Hmm.
I don't know how crazy they can get with those then, to be honest. But at the same time, I need S&S to just figure out just fix all their other creations they have first before
Please.
making new models.
Please.
Steel curtain.
Because they are barely in front of Skyline right now for me.
I've been saying that. Like, everyone wants these Axis coasters, and I'm like, why? You're going to get an Axis coaster for it to just sit there looking like a Decepticon in your park
Screaming. That a Decepticon.
with nothing running. Just a dead-ass Decepticon. You want Megatron just laying there in his grave.
And it's so funny because the Axis coasters they're building, you know, they're themed to Transformers. Is that why you said that?
I just think those motherfuckers look demented as hell. Like, I said that about X2. I said that about Skyrush. Like, them rides look fucked up.
Jesus.
Them look like fucked up
God.
machines that are about to say, "I smell you, boy."
Screaming. Not I smell you, boy.
Like, he's like, "You're
Oh,
Sam
no.
Witwicky. I need the Allspark."
But I
Oh
do.
my god.
First movie
Yeah.
is clearly the best Transformers movie, by the way. If anyone says anything else, they are just.
I agree. The spin-offs just started getting kind of phony, and I'm like, I stopped watching them.
Well, no,
I
it's
think
more
maybe
so
that-
just Michael Bay went way too Michael Bay. Like, what was the plot in the second movie, bro? Like,
Yeah.
and then
you know and then they brought what's the guy from the Disney Shia? What is it, Shia LaBeouf?
Mm-hmm.
They brought him in, and I'm like,
no. See, the thing is, he was the first actor, and he was
I think
fine.
he's awesome.
he was the first actor. Okay,
No, he was
So
he
we
was
did better.
good actually. That was one of those roles I would say before he
I
went
feel like
crazy.
the first, yeah, like the first two, I think I may have liked okay, and then it was like the third or fourth one that kind of threw me off, and I just stopped watching them.
It was
after
the
that.
fourth one because the second
Yeah,
one
I
I
know it
liked
was
as a
one of
kid, but looking back, it's one of the worst movies I've ever seen. Besides the fight scenes, they can be kind of good, but it's like there's just so much just nonsense, like literally nonsense. It's just junk food on screen. But the third movie, he understands that and makes it almost a 3-hour just junk food, but it's like actually really good set pieces with Transformers fighting, and there's like emotional like deaths. Like they should not have.
Yeah.
Killing Ironhide. Why the fuck? If you guys haven't seen this movie, by the way, it's been how long? I was in middle school. So I'm pushing 30 now. If you haven't seen this movie, I'm sorry you're about to be spoiled. Killing Ironhide like that? Yo, what Optimus did at the end of that to Megatron and I forgot the Sentinel. I don't know if it was Sentinel. They're basically the old fucking Prime guy. Yeah, he deserved to do all that motherfucker because he went and tore his spine out of it was ridiculous. Like if that were like humans, like they couldn't show that on screen basically. Like,
Oh my goodness.
like they were like, oh yeah, we're gonna go full like Cybergore basically.
Wow.
And then he just shotguns Megatron in the head. But deserved, because there was some chaos they be doing. They were evil motherfuckers in the movie. Anyways, coasters.
Yes.
We know tangents be happening. But yeah,
That's all right.
coasters look like Decepticons sometimes. You know, honestly, I feel like it's way more common than y'all. Like I said, Skyrush and X2 really look like Decepticons. Like, they are
I believe
demented
that.
and fucked up looking. At least
I
the
believe
lift of Skyrush, when you're underneath it.
Oh yeah. I believe it. I believe that looks crazy. I cannot wait to fucking get to Hershey.
I can't wait either.
Jesus. Cause I'm like, I am
You and
so
me
tired
both.
of just I'm just so tired of hearing about Wildcat. Like, I am about to get me some cheap ass flight, and I'm about to make my way up there.
Now, while you're doing that, you may as well hit Knobles and Dorney. Try to if you go around
Mm.
that time frame,
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I need to look into that
because
because
they're
I
only an
definitely
hour away, and it gets
each
yeah.
park is an hour away. Oh shit! Hell yeah! I can
So,
do that.
and then it might be better to get housing by Doherty and stuff, because
We
Hershey housing's okay. That's one thing they need to work on. They honestly probably the next big investment probably should be a hotel. It's what people hate to hear that.
we high as shit though. I'm sure.
And that's the thing is like so there's like 3 hotels that are like 5 minutes down the street. And those are really convenient, but those are the only 3 that are really close. So they're kind of expensive.
I-
Like their
Okay.
like their Holiday Inns and like stuff like so it's not bad, but it's like they're way overpriced for what they are. Cuz the next closest is like 15 30 minutes away. So
15 I can dig. 30 is like I can do it, but as long as it's not LA traffic,
oh
it's
no,
fine.
there's no traffic there cuz you're next to Hershey. It's a smooth ride all the way there.
Okay. Yeah, so for that, yeah, I can get with that then. That would be nice. But I definitely need to I'm just tired of hearing the Wildcat stories. I just need to experience her for myself.
Mm-hmm.
I love Wildcat.
Yeah.
I love
Jeff,
Death.
I know it's great. I know that layout. I feel like the layout, I feel like I am gonna really favor that layout, to be
I
honest.
love
Because
it.
I do enjoy a good twister layout. And RMC, they definitely are very good with making turns. Because their turns are like still versions of GCIs. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm,
just like
yeah.
probably more violent. Like they know what they know what RMC, man, they know what to do. And they can deliver these thrills at like a fraction of the cost. So your ROI is gonna be fucking amazing.
I think also too the once at the end of Alan's tenure, I think he realized he was missing one thing, and that was positives. So with Gwazi,
Mm,
and Zadra too, apparently, those rides have positive G's. Like they are
they
really
do.
intense.
They do.
And then
They do.
I think he told Joe was like, "Hey, look, keep that up." Because when I ride Steel Curtain, when I rode it, it was really whippy and it was very but it really wasn't forceful. Like it really didn't have that many
Mm.
positives. So he's like, "Look." And a lot of Joe James creations before that really was not that forceful too. So I'm just like, and I get you get more people on the ride, get more of the audience to enjoy it. But
Mhm.
I'm noticing like at least with Airy and Wildcat, it's like they realize okay, we're just positives. Yeah, we like that too.
So I
'Cause-
wonder, I wonder what was the difference though that they just make the valleys tighter because them valleys on Miss Airy, they yeah
I
those
notice
pockets
the main thing from I noticed from running them is you're taking a lot more turns in general, like that at certain speeds. So like when I'm riding Wicked Cyclone, there's not much positives, but there's turns, but they're just
tight.
like, but they're not really that tight, and they're kind of not taking the speed into the turn. They're really just to get you into the crazy element after.
Okay.
Whereas now they're looking at every moment as a moment to throw someone. In general, I think manufacturers are doing this. They're not just using elements just to get you somewhere. They're using it like literally, why not throw positives or laterals or both into this turn, roll the transition, then get them into the 0G roll. So then they feel
Fact.
some floater.
Fact.
But now, yeah, I feel that a lot with, because when I ride Aerie, like the last part. I mean, even through each valley, you're like, Jesus fucking Christ. Uh,
Yeah.
but like three, especially the turn at the end, you're planted because and you don't really take a turn like that at an RMC, not until Gwazi.
Mhm.
Like a
Yeah.
prolonged turn. Wildcat does the same thing. Right after that underflip, you go right into this prolonged bank turn.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Lord is crazy.
What?
Absolutely. That layout looks fucking amazing.
But that's just stuff I know because like, I'm thinking literally from the last one we rode, Twisted Colossus. There's really no moments on the ride that has like a crazy long turn. When it's turning, it's trying to throw you out of the seat with airtime.
Yeah, it is. It is. I definitely think that's what RMC was definitely heavy on, before. Like a lot of their turns would even have like little hills and stuff on them. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So they're definitely trying to give you some airtime pops doing those turns. But like you said, I think now they realize like, hey, we can add some, make put some weight on this thing. Like when it's turning, it can be a regular ass turn, but that shit is gonna count. And that's just like even the turn on Airy, like before you hit that last inversion, it's like, they advertise it as 3.75 G's, but if they running that goddamn red train, that motherfucker feels like it's about 4.5, 5.
Mm-mm.
That red train, oh my God.
For
Yeah. They
me,
were, they were totally running the blue train for Buzz Bars and for Ryan, unfortunately. But she did her thing and she definitely rode smooth, but that red train is violent. And I'm really worried about what they're doing to it, not to get off topic, but I'm really worried about what they're doing to it because it wasn't even on the tracks at all. So they're working on it.
Oh, it's
And it
probably
looks really,
yearly. You know,
I hope that's all it is. Please don't change that thing.
yeah, it has to be yearly because
Don't try to.
that thing runs 365 at this point, close to it.
It does. It does. It does. Unless for some reason it goes down, they'll be like, "Oh, guys, well, Aries not going to be open for the next 2 days," and 2 hours later, "Oh, Aries open!" Like what?
But they had some
damn.
pretty fast. I mean, and I hear that those trains are not necessarily the easiest to work on.
I don't
Just
see how they
from
do.
hearsay from mechanics and so whatnot.
Yeah.
So the fact they're able to pump that out, they probably got a good maintenance team. At
Yeah.
least, also, they might be the only damn thing they really got a maintenance
I was gonna
like
say,
that's kind
yeah,
of complicated. A coaster
yeah,
train is pretty complex to pull apart.
absolutely. I was gonna say, I think their maintenance team is, like you said, it's they're just working on that one ride that's just
Yeah,
a
like
little complicated.
what happens if
Absolutely.
they add like another RMC? Like they say they add a single rail, then they add a wooden coaster. Like
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're gonna
how's
be
it gonna be
definitely more
there?
stretched out. Yeah, that is true.
In
That
fact,
is.
they would probably be pissed as soon as they hear they got. If we're just going off the bit that they're just like lucky to have only work on Airy and nothing else, like it's great, just working on this one. If they had to work on a wooden coaster,
Oh
oh
man.
my god, they're like, oh, now we gotta walk the track every single day. we
And yeah,
gotta
all of
put
that
in
stuff.
planks every single day. Like,
Yeah, that eventually that is gonna definitely get old and shut out. So
yeah. So
absolutely,
shout out to our carpenters and our the maintenance that go out and do that.
absolutely.
Make these wooden coasters, keeping them great.
Make all of them great. All of these coasters, because goddamn, like you
Speaking
know,
of wooden coasters,
I'm with you, Lauren.
Holiday
Come with me.
World.
Yeah,
Holiday
Oh,
World.
this is gonna have to be the last thing because we do got news. Uh, we're an
okay.
hour and we have not. Granted, this has happened before, quite a few
That's
times,
okay though.
in
That's
fact.
okay.
But yes, guys.
I am seeing
We
it for Holiday World like a crackhead right now.
so
It is
precursor.
Mm.
Um, there is no confirmation yet, but I have my money literally set up right on the side. I'm just waiting
my
to pull
bank
the trigger.
account is ready.
See?
Right, I'm just waiting to pull the trigger. Uh, but yeah, normally it's around Black Friday or the first week in December they start doing that. I'm gonna have my laptop and my computer and my phone and potentially my I'm gonna just pull up my iPad. I don't even use anymore. I'm gonna have like 4 things up just to make sure I'm in there. I'm gonna be in there literally the day before.
Not the day
refreshing.
before. I'm crying.
No, seriously. Like,
Yeah.
Maybe 3 days before. You know, just keep
Okay, that's
keep my
going too fucking far.
keep my computer on sleep. You know, just yeah.
no,
That's
seriously.
hilarious.
I need some wood and wooden coasters in my life.
No. Phrasing.
Fergus.
I'm just kidding.
I
No.
mean coasters.
Shit, I say that on this cast all the time. I say no phrasing, dead ass, right after, because I need some wood in my life. I need to go to
Oh, my
Holiday
God.
World again, the Thuzy Mecca, because
Yes.
they chopped the Thuzy Mecca in Ohio to pieces. That was the Mavic roll.
Mm,
We're gonna go to the actual one where all the Thuzis come together. And like I said, even I want my first year.
It's like coaster heaven.
Yeah, I want my first year, and I didn't even get in, and I still had the time of my life. It was my number 1 park. It was Voyage still my number 1, and getting in this last year, it was just icing on top. But I just think the culture was still there, even though I didn't go exactly with the same people. I was still happy to have gone, and the people I did go I still think Lauren and Antonio for making that trip so damn fun. And Coastal Ginger, shout out to that trip on 2.
Oh
And
my
the
gosh,
Canadians.
yes, I love him.
And the Canadians. Man. Cam.
Coastal
Throw
Ginger
Warrior.
is such a vibe.
Yeah, he's cool.
He is
Very cool.
the coolest person. He just has such a vibrant personality and was so happy and was just exuding positivity. And I love it.
Fuck.
I
Yeah.
love that. He was like, "Are you excited to be here?" I was like, "Fuck yes."
What? I mean, and we were all literally some baked cookies walking on that shit too. So
I'm screaming. Yeah,
I felt like a baked muffin when we were walking in. Jesus Christ!
not a baked muffin.
I didn't feel like a human. I felt like an inanimate object.
I'm so ready for that. And my thing is, even if I can't score a ticket, Hollywood Nights ticket, it's fine, cause I'm still going. I have been waiting on this for years. Y'all don't even understand.
My thick ass will be at that park
Listen.
regardless. Okay.
Hopefully by then I'm summertime fine.
I do think I'm gonna try to link up with Airtime Mike, and I'm gonna try to dress exactly like get his garb, how he gets the Voyage bands. Because I have the same T-shirt. Like we have getting that shirt is the easy part. I just need the headband and the armbands. But I'm tempted to get
He
short.
is so serious with that.
Yeah,
I swear
I'm tempted to get a full outfit. I'm tempted to get face paint, like a morph suit. I'm dead ass, Lord.
What is
Every time
gonna
Mike,
what,
I swear he be looking like he coming straight out the '80s with those sweatbands. I'm like, I love it.
Yeah, he looks like his name is Stretch, and he be playing and he's really good at
He
roller
works
skating.
at Gold's Gym, not roller skating.
I'm screaming.
Every time, Mike, if you're listening to this, this is not to make fun. Trust me.
Oh no, he is the homie.
It is an appreciation.
He is the homie, man.
Yeah, he is. He's good people.
That's another person that exudes just nothing but just positivity.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Every time I've ever met him, it has never been any I've never felt out of place engaging with him, and that's what I appreciate.
Especially and that's how it should be in the coastal community.
No, exactly, because everybody know who Airtime Mike is, so it's just kind of like, you don't have that. Oh, well, I met this person, and they, they had an attitude, and they had this, and they had that, and and he knows exactly who. Like once he meets you, he knows exactly who you are. Because I remember my second time seeing him, I was like, I'm not sure if you remember. He's like, yeah, absolutely. What's going on, Lauren? I'm like,
oh, wow, yeah.
So I don't know. I appreciate the
not us fanboying and fangirling.
I know, right?
Hilarious.
So let's go ahead and listen to Coaster Cuzzies, by the way, because he is on the cast every month with Coaster Bro.
Nice.
Which that cast is just great anyway. So just listen to
Mhm.
Cozy
Yeah.
Cozies. The cozy. I think it's the coziest cast on the block.
I
It feels
do.
like
Yeah.
it feels like you have a warm cup of coffee, sitting with a nice fireplace on, and you have a cat or a dog, depending on what kind of person you are. And it's just nice snowy day out, but it's just nice and warm under a blanket. But you don't have any of that. It's just what the cast feels like. It's such a good vibe.
Absolutely.
I love that.
Now
Absolutely.
there are takes. I will say Coaster Bro has some takes, but
Oh,
that's why their dichotomy is great when it's the coffee with Coaster Bro, because
yeah.
every time I be questioning, and you be questioning every time Mike. So,
Screaming.
but shout outs to all that. Be on the lookout. Basically, this is a precursor for y'all. If you're listening to the cast, be on the lookout in the next coming weeks for, Hollywood Nights, all that stuff. What the theme is.
Because they're playing with my time right now. I need y'all to go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unveil
For real.
Unveil it. I want the theme. I want the whole 9. Like, I want to come
The
dressed
whole
and
shebang.
ready to go. I am ready for war. I am ready to be abused by these coasters. Please.
That's what I'm saying. I'm thinking I'm gonna have 2 outfits. So I want one where it's just like the party, like I'm just here to be, like almost like how kind of like football games. There's like these type of different fans where it's like, yeah, I'm here. The Morph Suit, the crazy outfit, and then I want one where it
Oh
looks
my
like
God.
I'm here for war.
Yes.
Like I literally get shoulder pads and paint them like the Voyage colors. I get like war paint on my face and the Voyage colors. Like
I would that's actually awesome. You know what I am gonna get though, Wes?
what?
Fucking bigger first aid kit.
Not a bigger first
Yeah,
aid.
we need to get the Hollywood
It's
Nights
needed.
first aid kit.
It's so needed. I kid you
Band-Aids,
not.
alcohol, and pain. What is it?
Absolutely.
Shit.
What was the ones that you got that one night?
What?
What was the pain? They weren't just pain relievers.
No, I had muscle relaxers.
Yeah. Yes.
And I would not have survived if it was not for those muscle relaxers.
And you would not think that you would be talking about a coaster that you actually like.
No, I'm so serious. I would first of all, when I wanted to go because it was just an enthusiast event, but I was not excited about the coasters because they were all wooden, and I was just like, I also don't understand why Wes says Voyages is number 1. I think he's a highly intelligent person, so when it comes to that, it's just not.
You're questioning my intelligence?
In the beginning, Wes.
No, that's really funny though.
In the beginning. I'm
Not
floating
per
off
se
this
the
edible, by the way.
intelligence, but just the logic behind it. I was like, it's not mathing for me. And so I get in the park and I'm like, okay, I can see the cadence of the park and why everybody loves it. This is magical. It looks like, a Christmas movie or something like that.
I still remember
Feels
your
like really
face
cool.
when I was showing you the fountain drink with all the options, and I'm like, yeah, this is free. By
Yes.
the way.
Oh my God.
That clip
Because I didn't
is
know
still
that before I got
hilarious.
there. Really? That's on camera?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, I gotta
I need to
see it.
send that to you. I'll send it in the Throat Culture chat.
Please, and thank you. Because when I tell you, no one told me that the parking was free or that the drinks were free.
And
I didn't
sunscreen.
notice that until after I parked and after I got something to drink, and I'm like, okay, where do I go to pay? Oh, yeah, they're free. I'm like, what?
I just.
Yeah.
So it's sending right now.
Threw me off. But
Honestly, I'm gonna play it on the cast because the audio alone is funny.
But what's I actually wrote? I think it was Legend because I wrote Raven. I was like, okay, that was nice. That was amazing.
But Raven
and then
really
I wrote
pops at
Legend. And
night,
I was like, whoa, what? Oh, wait. Is this legal? Is this truly legal?
Right.
Saying it right now.
Hold up.
So Lauren, you just paid a whole park ticket, but you just got free parking, and now you have these across the park.
So is this like God's favorite amusement park or something? Like, because I usually
And they're
pay at
full
least
cups.
$20 to $30
Last year the cups
for a
were
drink cup.
like the cups were smaller last year. How did you? So Lauren, You just paid
I look so serious.
It's not like you look like astonished. No, I also have us after Legend too. I need to find that, but
Oh man, I know that's insane.
yo, hold up.
Brian, I don't know if you were
No,
able to see
she
that.
took my phone.
Oh my god.
Sounds about right.
But she dead ass like grips the phone from me and like looks like it was literally bending like a juice box.
Not like a juice box.
But yes, it was most definitely Legend that I got off of, and I was like, "Whoa, oh my god!" And then you ride Voyage, and I rode. I can't tell you how many times I've ridden Voyage, but it wasn't until the nighttime. Like I didn't even want to tell what, because I felt so. I don't even know why I felt. It wasn't even an embarrassment, but I couldn't tell him until I think the second day that I was like, okay, Voyage is my number one, and I was just, oh man, I was just like, I can't tell you,
Okay, let me see. So,
Wow.
y'all, they need to make these need to be in every single park. There's no reason. This park is amazing. You don't have to pay to
Wow,
park.
sir.
You don't have to pay for drinks.
Mind you, she rode
This
one
is
ride.
Jesus' park.
Oh
One
man.
roller coaster.
I did. I only rode one so far, and it was amazing.
More drinks
You
right
think
there.
it-
I'm going to get another
he's
drink.
playing a
That's
video right now. Hold on, wait, replay that.
He's playing it on here
Okay,
because I
let
don't
me
see
see.
anything.
So,
It's the Rare Rider.
y'all, they need to make these need to
In
be
the
in every
Discord.
single park. There's no reason.
Okay.
This park is
I
amazing.
can
You
hear the
don't
audio.
have to pay to park. You don't have to pay for drinks.
Mind you, she rode
This
one
is
ride.
Jesus' park.
She rode one roller coaster.
I did. I only rode one so far, and it was
You want to get
amazing.
more drinks right there in the Oasis?
I'm going to get another drink.
That's
Free,
hilarious.
y'all. I can't. Wow.
We might be able to see it in the main chat, but
That's hilarious.
that is
Yeah, she gripped my phone from me. I was like, so we just got off a Legend, just takes my phone.
sorry.
Right.
No, I was the same way when I rode. I was like, because I will say, if Legend were at any other park, that's number one over so many coasters. Like, you could put them in coasters, like, put that at fucking Kings Island, that's number one. Put that at fucking, Knott's, that's number one. Even over Ghost Rider, like, you put that
I
at,
don't even want them to put them in any other park because I feel like other parks are not gonna. They're not gonna.
yeah, you're not going to
Take
maintain them.
No, not at all. So, I mean, yes, let that be just a gym in itself at Holiday World. Oh my gosh. And the crazy part about it is I lived like 5 hours away in Cleveland, Ohio, and I never went. I heard of it, but I never went because I was just like, what the fuck am I gonna do with 4 coasters? But oh my Jesus,
Quality over quantity.
that is
Mhm.
God's park. He crafted that, handcrafted that himself. He made that himself.
Now, I think Miss Dolly would like to say that, or I think that's a Hershey company would like to say their parks are the God-given parks.
Mm-mm.
But the news. The
Get
news.
into it.
We're actually getting to an hour and 23 minutes in.
Ooh.
So this is a double. This is a double story here, because it seems like United Parks and Resorts just keeps coming on the cast because they just keep making dumbass decisions that are so anti-consumer, so just like this. And then when people ask, why did I cancel my pass? Honestly, just go. I need to have like a bookmark for where I talk about United Parks, you know, in a certain point like this. But it's always something stupid like this. Like, well, they really do not care about me. They don't care about me. They don't care about the workers. But SeaWorld Orlando at the time put Santa behind a paywall. So you know how you can just take Santa to the mall or wherever and just see him for free?
Mm-hmm.
They're putting him behind $20.
What?
What's a minute?
And then, you know, people obviously were kind of outraged, and then that's when I said yelling works, because the follow-up, SeaWorld confirmed that the Santa meet and greets will remain free during the Christmas season.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm like, yes, sometimes being a bitch works because United Parks and Resorts was being a bigger bitch.
So wait, so many people complained that they were just like, you know what, fuck it, it's free.
Yeah.
It's free.
Yeah, basically. They're like, yeah, this is not a good look. Just like the Sky Ride. Yeah, we probably shouldn't just make it where
Parents can make things happen. But I honestly do believe that that's insane. Paying $20 to see a man dressed up as Santa.
Like I said, I can just see the guy that's smoking outside the mall come right on in and for free. Like.
I am not telling my children that there's a Santa Claus.
Really?
No.
Well, how are they gonna get past all that? How are they gonna get past the holiday movies and?
I don't know, because I mean, to be honest, like we just bought this house, but we don't have a chimney, so like, how am I gonna tell them that Santa's coming down the chimney?
Yeah, no, see, I don't have a chimney either, right? But like, I still thought he was like magically like God, and it kind of scared me at that point because I was like a logical kid. I'm like, how the fuck is this dude morphing through like my house? Like, how is he just gonna appear in my house without like? How is he even getting through a chimney? He's big. And I was like, yeah. The less, I don't know. That's kind of interesting. But Forbidden Frontier is losing another attraction.
They're losing?
Yeah, because they're losing Snake River Falls. It had its last ride this year, around like August, September, or whatnot. But now another ride is getting removed. What is it exactly? I forgot. I think it's like the Sky Coaster is getting removed.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think that was a paid attraction, so whatever. But basically, that news is just kind of signaling the end of Forbidden Frontier. They're not continuing that. It seems like they do not let it really work or flourish, in my opinion. But it is what it is. Alton Towers, however. Laura, what did you think of Forbidden Frontier? Did you ever do any of like the walkthroughs or like any of that?
I walked to get to Maverick, but that was about it.
Fair, valid. Yeah, I heard that like in its first years it was pretty good. Like it actually had like some Dollywood-ish vibes.
Yeah, but at the same time it was just like it wasn't it was a theme, but it wasn't like immersive.
No, see, but that's what I heard. Is like, and you delved in and talked to the characters, which weren't many, and that was the issue. But when you talk to the characters, and actually, because there are people that like spent honestly like 3-4 hours just doing like like almost puzzles and like side quests and talking to the characters and just doing that around that area, almost kind of like what the minigame thing is at Universal and Super Nintendo Land and stuff like that. So I was like, for fair, that was pretty good. They just needed to really go for it.
That myself, but for those that did, excuse me, I'm sorry. For those that did, I hope that they really enjoyed it. But for me, whenever I go to Cedar Point, it's not a park. It's not a theme park in any way, shape, form, or fashion.
Right.
There's some theming, but that's about it. It's really an amusement park.
Your shade.
True essence.
No, I do think like I forgot where I was saying this. Parks need to understand what they are, and that's where I kind of do say it's like I kind of see why they're getting rid of it because if it was good the first few years, then they just could not get the people and or the money / the budget to keep it up because they were working on 18 other coasters in the park and flat rides and just make rides and coasters, please. That's what you guys are good at.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about Cedar Point and its theming, if you will?
The theming, the theming, like you said, is pretty flat. It's pretty mild.
I will say, I think it's one of the
flat soda.
It's one of the worst looking Cedar Fair parks, actually, in my opinion.
It honestly is. I'm sorry to say it.
Like if you take away all the water, all of Lake Erie,
I think Lake Erie is what saves it.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And people be like, "Oh, it's the prettiest Cedar Fair." I'm like, how? Like, if you
First
look
of
at all
all,
the
Lake Erie is
buildings,
dirty as fuck.
No,
It
it's
is
not.
not pretty. That
It
shit
is
don't
not.
look pretty at all. The only thing that's pretty is Gatekeeper at the front. Well, Gate Sleeper, because it's a car wash. I will most definitely say that every single time. I don't know why the hell that line is as long as it is for that whack ass, stupid ass coaster. It doesn't make any sense to
That's a
me.
GP magnet though. Look at it,
It
and that's
sure
why.
is. It sure is. And it is a magnet. It looked like a big ass magnet, refrigerator magnet sitting right at the top.
You have got to stop.
I can't stand that coaster. I can't stand those restraints. The only thing that's pretty on it is its color. That is it.
I love me some blue.
Yeah.
Mm.
Aside from that, no. The park is just colorful in some ways.
Yeah, I mean, some of the areas look better than others. I will say, like, kind of like the western area, kind of on back, like towards Gemini, looks pretty good. But like a majority of the areas, it's just a lost cause because I'm like, it's not cohesive at all.
Mm-hmm.
But like when you look at parks like Knott's and fucking Kings Island, like, yeah, they know what to do. They know.
Yeah, I
what
feel like the
Even though I
western
kind of feel like Kings Island may not be better thing. Like I feel like Knott's might actually be better than Kings Island in terms of theming.
oh,
Because I feel like
100%. 100.
Yes.
because I feel like Kings Island, they theme their queues and stuff out really nice. But in terms of like just the overall park atmosphere, it feels like you're just walking through a park until you get in line. But I feel like with Knott's, they made it more of an experience. Like when they
Mhm.
say Western Town, goddamn it, they mean it. You know what I'm saying? Like it is Western.
They had
down.
actors
Mhm.
in Ghost Rider's queue.
Fucking squirrels and shit eating fucking nuts and shit in the queue line. Like
And
that shit
giving
is
me
crazy.
squirrel knowledge. Like, no, and they were
Not
looking at me
squirrel
crazy. No, and they were looking at me crazy like, "Oh, why are you like, you're from Virginia?" Because that's where I was from. I was looking. I'm like, "Yeah, but like where I'm from, they're either running from me with a 20-foot buffer, or they're dead on the road, split in half." Like,
Correct. Oh my god, that was gruesome. But you're right. But you're right.
so I'm like seeing it right here, eating peanuts in front of you, cutely going for your fingers, asking for more. Like, yeah, I'm gonna look like that because that's fucking amazing. And she was plump. She was well fed. Hope Chippy's doing well. Apparently, it took them a year to get her to really comfortable to that, and apparently she was pregnant, so she was thicker.
How the hell do they know that's really the same squirrel? Like, what if it's really just multiple squirrels just running through there?
Yeah, it's like, hey, so I want you to bring a bunch of peanuts for us, so they don't, don't get comfortable with just one. They want us to get too unhealthy.
I'm fine. Yeah, because Chippy may just not be Chippy. Chippy might be the Chipettes.
That might be Alvin and the Chipmunks. You're right.
Right. Correct, though. But yeah, man, oh god, yeah.
So
It's amazing.
speaking of theming, the team which designed iconic Alton Towers attractions. So basically, like all the people that made all the secret weapons and all that stuff, they're reviewing they have a pretty uncertain future coming up. 30 of the positions are at risk of losing their jobs, unfortunately. And due to current market challenges, they need to improve efficiency. It's a lot of companies, restructuring and layoffs. Which hopefully that's not the thing for something like Merlin, because they're one of the few places, overseas and stuff. Or no, excuse me, they're just one of the few parks that are a chain, I guess, that really does good theming, I feel like. What they do with Nemesis, the reskin, and even this, even going through their parks in general, like each area is really themed compared to the American parks. Which
Absolutely.
So it's like, and I appreciate that, like everything feels like it can be experienced.
Yeah.
So apparently selfie sticks are banned at Shanghai Disneyland though. So I bring that up because that might be, what if that comes to the other parks?
What's being banned?
Selfie sticks, which I find pretty interesting.
Oh yeah, a lot of parks are getting into that now.
But Shanghai, but Disney, huh? Disney. It's like the place
Yeah,
that selfie stick land.
yeah. It's definitely a lot of things
Yeah,
are
people
changing.
people walking around with extensions, basically stilts for arms out in Disney.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Uh, so yeah, I was saying this as a joke in the Discord. There's nothing is safe in these parks, but it's not just Legacy Six Flags parks either, it seems. This was at Carowinds. Markers have shown up at Carowinds. This is from Coastal Studios. Ride removal is becoming the norm in the off-season, but the Six Flags chain. Could Carolina Cyclone or Hurler be next? Both have been refurbed recently. But that hasn't stopped them before. Something to keep an eye on.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
Now, those two are somewhat close to each other. In the
I
park.
feel like Carolina
Why the
Cyclone
fuck-
shouldn't be removed.
I feel like
Say
Carolina
that again.
Cyclone 100% should be removed.
No, I feel like Carolina Cyclone shouldn't be removed. It should be
Why?
Hurler because it looks nice.
It don't
with the
ride
Crooks
nice.
route.
It definitely
I'm-
don't ride nice.
Man.
But yeah,
It
it
rides-
looks good. It looks good right there. Like, going over the midway and stuff. And I also feel like you're gonna definitely have to be. That's one of them things where you'll definitely have to be creative in that area because a lot of that ride is over like the midway and stuff.
Yeah, just throw a stall
Yeah.
over it.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
that's true.
Free
He
lockers.
should congratulate. I'm crying. But yeah,
These parks
Hurler-
act like it's hard. They just need to throw money, And then it's like, but the thing is, all of a sudden, they're like, oh, that really sucks. You threw it 40 million, and then you have all these people talking about it. Oh my God, look at the person, look at my mom above me. Look at this. People taking pictures of it. Not even enthusiasts. And then, oh, where the hell is that? After it gets 3 million likes or views on Facebook, and then they're gonna end up booking a trip there. They're gonna know about it. They need to do shit like that.
Yeah.
Well, why do you think
Yeah.
She-Cra still is talked about and shown today on social media? Because it has a 90-degree drop and it looks pretty. It looks like it shouldn't be going towards going. Like, it looks like you're falling in, like, a ditch or, like, some weird, like, monolith. This
Not
ancient,
a
like,
ditch.
ruin. Like... But we all know we've rode... The She-Cra's nothing compared to, like, the real throw machines out there. But to the GP, that's like, oh my gosh. They're holding you there? Yeah, they've been doing it for almost 20 years now. It's its 20th anniversary next year, actually. Congratulations.
Correct. Correct.
That's what I mean. They need those eye-catching moments on coasters. So
Yeah.
I also think that hurts 305 too, because you have Fury up in the front of the park, gatekeeping the whole park, and Intimidator 305 or Pantherian now. Sorry, it's gonna be hard for me to change, guys. All the way damn in the back. You can't even see it barely when Volcano was there in the skyline, and then when you do get to it, it's turned away. It's turned away from you. So it's like, I think the plaza and everything is like cool, and then once you're there, you do see the whole ride, right? But like, it's not like it encompasses you or anything. The moments that go around you. Like Rapterra's gonna do that, and that's what you're gonna. Oh my gosh, they're flying right this close to us. It's gonna be those eye-catching moments. Iron Menace, it's placed every moment you look at it with your phone is picturesque, even if you're not a photographer, just because of how they place the ride.
Yep.
Mm.
Especially the back queue.
Mm-hmm.
You can catch everything on that ride.
So I just stuff like that. They need to really be thinking about placement and how the layout interacts with the guests and or the path, because it's like that's the stuff that people care about realistically.
Exactly.
Because it could be literally the biggest, like it could be a big ass 400-foot horseshoe, as long as it's like. If it has fucking water effects that splashes people on the midway and you see them zooming across, oh, they're gonna... Shit, would you ride this? For 4 million likes on Facebook.
Yeah, that shit be blowing my ass. I be like, really? One of the scariest rides, XYZ. And I'm like, this is literally just a dive coaster. Not even the tallest one. Why are we...
And I'm saying this as, like, this is so good for the hobby. Like they need to do that stuff for them to get into it pay, you know, to go through that stuff because they want to experience it. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's just stepping off the soapbox here because it's crumbling. I need to get a new one. Yeah, but nothing's safe. I would get rid of. I don't know. I would just rather ride what you call it, at Kentucky Kingdom. Thunder Run.
Oh God. Oh, okay.
But then I gotta walk into Kentucky Kingdom, and that's just
Yeah, that is a fun
It
ride.
was all right.
Storm Chaser.
Oh, thank you.
Storm Chaser is definitely at the bottom for me.
And that was a new park. I got a new park with Brian and Pay.
Mhm.
that's what's up. So Busch Gardens Williamsburg, the one thing I do like that they do still is have the member appreciation weekend town hall. But I do feel like it's come to the point where they can't say much anymore. At least Kevin can't. And in the sense of sometimes they just don't have anything. Or literally what's happening is they're just so confidential they can't say anything. So it kind of just comes into like pass holders just screaming over not much. Just, you know.
Mhm.
So Kevin offered a quick Christmas Town 2024 rundown. And this is what I mean. Why did y'all, like, people really showed up to Busch Gardens? They could be riding coasters and they are getting a lineup for Christmas Town. They showed the micro events for 2025 for next year. So Mardi Gras coming back. Obviously celebrating St. Patrick's Day. You have to at something like Busch Gardens. They have a whole Ireland land. Kids Weekend. That's interesting. Food and Wine's coming back. Honestly, every park's doing that now, though. Every park's doing some sort of food and wine / beer festival because people like coasters and beer. Let's just be real. Everything looks exactly the same, basically. He didn't go into depth in the 50th celebration, but basically he harpered back to what the 40th did, and it's going to be a large birthday event. Water Country USA, they actually gave out Big Bad Wolf, the Wolf's Revenge here, from the name. Which, why would they give out 4 names just to not use any of them? Granted, none of them are good, but, like, this just is not any better. And in fact, it might be worse. Because it's like, Big Bad Wolf was already a ride. Just adding the Wolf's Revenge to it doesn't change, like... At least in movies, when they make a movie, it's Big Bad Wolf 2, The Wolf's Revenge.
I feel like when it comes to names recently, they've all been
Really weak.
I don't know who's behind the creativity, the
AI.
marketing.
It has to be, bro. Like, there has to be no humans that are like, yeah, that's good. Because, like, to be honest, if you're being really creative, should be easier to come up with a copyright and a patent for the name. Like, I digress. The names before were any better, in my opinion, really. Like Geiststorm or Geisterwolf or whatever. It was just not good. I think one of them was Alpenwolf. I don't know. It was like mixing, and I'm like, you already have a Geist in the park. Yeah, so this was, I'm telling you, these town halls, basically why I bring this in the cast, these town halls are becoming kind of useless now. Because, like, we're really not getting anything, you know. At least we got the Nessie information last year. They teased us with an RMC also, one of those years. And lo and behold, we ended up getting Big Bad Wolf. So, I just, hopefully they gave you guys some beer or something. This is a video showing the last riders of Kingda Ka. You see everyone there that got out there, all these people that rode it that day. But these were the last guest riders.
It's so sad. And yet I am itching to see what is going to replace it.
Aww.
And they owe us a drop. They owe us a drop tower too. I hope they don't think I'm gonna forget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it was
Yeah, oh, it's the
falling
Black
that
Tower.
night. What the hell?
It definitely does look like it.
I'm just saying.
Oh, my goodness.
I can't see anything.
I'm just saying. That's sad. I forgot. What I was
Okay,
gonna
now I can see.
say.
It was definitely hauling the 31st.
Mm-hmm.
But on the 31st was I got the best Super Boost launch. That I don't even know what to tell you.
I need to find the video of this, but moving on to Universal News, Donkey Kong mascot will be at Super Nintendo Land, and that is one mascot credit that is vital in my life. If y'all know, I get mascot creds.
You do.
Where is it? There's one where it shows him in action. Oh my god, this one right here.
ドンキーコングが来てくれました。元気にしてた？
He's with Shigeru
どうです
Miyamoto.
か？このジャングルの住み心地は。
Look! Oh my god! It's so good!
絶好調ですね。じゃあドンキーコング、ここで一緒に写真を撮ろうよ。
If y'all haven't seen it, just look
こ
up
こでは
Donkey
コングの
Kong
記念
at
写真
Super
が撮れ
Nintendo
ます。
World.
イエーイ
Okay.
何か話し
For
声
those
が
at
聞
home,
こえ
and
て
they
ます
show a
ね。
Cookie
ド
Kong
ンキーコング
animatronic
と
as
スポ
well.
ークスが何か話してますよ。
この先のトロッコに乗ってゴールデンテンプルから突き
As
を
a
追っ払い
as a Nintendo 64 kid, this is just like
頼んだぞ。
おお、
uh,
すっごいバナナの山ですね。これ
my childhood. Yes. And there's Epic Universe commercials out in the wild. I saw one when I went over to my parents. And I thought, was like, whoa, it is getting kind of real now. That is crazy. There's rumors that they're going to be making a new escalator for the new studio tour loading, which would help out and make more land for Universal in Hollywood.
Okay.
And which, I mean, I think they already have a lot of land technically, but it would make it easier to access and build on. So, yeah, I think that is everything Universal. A bit light for Universal, because generally they've been popping off, but that's cool. That's cool. Hershey, what are they doing?
I like to hear that from them. All right.
Okay. I love what Hershey does. I really do. Especially their sweets. I like, and really the main thing I think Hershey needs to step up is the food game. I think they need a bit more specialty restaurants, specialty food options that aren't just doing what this is. Because they always have hot dogs throughout the year, right? They always have specialty dogs. But these Master Shakes, these are incredible. Like, I'm telling you, Lauren, you're not allergic to milk or anything, right? So you were just need to
I am
gobble
not.
all this up. So this looks great. The hot chocolate there looks great. This, however, enjoy hot dogs topped with crushed candy cane.
What?
It shows like diced onions, jalapenos, and candy cane. I'm assuming like a marmalade.
No, I'm sorry. You are not invited to Thanksgiving. Mm-mm.
Yeah. I'm curious what y'all think of, or what Lauren thinks of the chocolatier, because I do want to take y'all to that too. I do think you should go there for the desserts and not necessarily the food, but some people really like the food there. So.
Okay.
I'm down to try the desserts.
Now the chocolate barbecue wings weren't bad at all, actually.
Chocolate barbecue wings? No, thank you.
Chocolate barbecue wings. Y'all not invited to not near cookout or Thanksgiving.
Well, that's the whole gimmick. It's like the chocolate emporium at Universal. They infuse everything. I think they're more focused on fucking sweets though. If I remember the chocolate emporium.
I could do like a pepper jelly, but anything chocolate, nah.
Yeah, nah.
I might try the sauce, but I don't want to try it. I just can't eat chicken and chocolate.
No, see, you're thinking it literally tastes like chocolate. It's like how they did it was very. It still was like a barbecue sauce, so that made sense. So I was really surprised with it. I was like, oh, because I was expecting it to literally be like a Hershey chocolate fucking wing.
Alright, if I'm gonna eat sweet chicken, it's gonna be sweet chili or something, not that.
No, honestly, like because I've only gone there once, but like I could have that again. The burger was, it was like a brisket chocolate barbecue burger. The thing I got was actually disgusting though, but that was the only bad thing that was actually on the table.
I just want to say this one more time: Kings Island, Grain and Grill.
Oh yeah,
really?
Man.
Oh yeah.
Oh my lord!
What was that?
Oh, that was honey
Was
something.
it braised beef or something?
Something like honey glazed beef, something like that. I don't know. All I know is I ordered it 3 times that day.
Oh my god.
That's all I know. And I even took a picture of it. I took a picture of what it was called. I typed it in on Google and found the recipe. Yeah, I'm gonna make that. Yeah.
And I guess before we get too far off of COD, these are the official statements from.
I'm gonna cry.
Basically, they did word it wrong because they was basically setting themselves up for news outlets to just like make easy clickbait out of it and say that Kingdom Come's closing for a boomerang, but that's kind of how they wrote it in this press release. It's like major, like multi-record breaking launch coaster slated for 2026 on the heels of a super boomerang of 2025. So, and then Elto Orion went and got more confirmation. So, he went and asked for more information about Zumanjaro, and just got confirmation, and this is what it said. This is response, press release, Six Flags Great Adventure. You're welcome, and yes, I can confirm the following. Kingdom Come saw Zumanjaro, Green Lantern, Parachutes, and the Twister in the Boardwalk Golden Kingdom areas will make way for the 2026 coaster.
I think the entrance is going to be where Green Lantern is, and it should stretch all the way back there by a car.
Yeah, but then it's.
I said by a car.
Then it's just hard to see it. They need to make that thing kind of wrap around, easy for people to be like, "Oh shit, let's go on that." It's kind of like how Millennium Force kind of goes around the park.
Yeah.
Kind of like how you see Stormrunner all around, shooting around the top. At this point, you see it literally passing right through you. Not through you, but like through the park.
I don't know. Whatever it is, Intamin, please take the project. Please, please.
Well, hopefully there's movement in terms of Cedar Point getting better with their operations and guest service, because
in that case, it sounds like you want us to just get our hopes down and just go with Premiere.
I'm just gonna move on with the Cedar Point news here because Cedar Point general manager Carrie Bowman has stepped down.
Yeah, I saw that.
She was vice president, general manager, I think from like 2020 to now. And honestly, that's obviously it's not just her, right? But her and the team around her has been, for me, made the Cedar Point experience not worth going to. So hopefully this is a step in the right direction, considering it's your flagship park. Unless they're... let's do the what if here. What if they're saying, yeah, let's transition that to another park in the chain? What if they say, like, Carowinds or, like just these big hot pocket next to these towns? Like, what if truly, like, the fact that, you know, only the Midwest truly is going out? I can't really say that. Like, I'm gunning people out of the States, but what if they're trying to find easier demographics to pull people to and travel into to make a flagship?
Where would she go though?
Well, I don't know. I don't think she's going anywhere. I think she's done. I also think, from what I've heard, that the east side of the parks are basically gonna be ran by they're not gonna have a social media person or basically social. It's gonna be basically all under one type of. It's gonna be weird. All the people that run the social media accounts, I hope they're gonna be okay because yeah. I don't know if they're still gonna have a job.
That's insane.
It's all gonna be under one umbrella or something like that.
Honestly, if it's gonna be under one umbrella, everyone still needs that pass. Everyone should still be on that account. Because one person cannot be making a post for all 42 parks. Keep them same people that was making posts. Everybody is just gonna have that password.
That would be insane. I run my social media for my job, and that's only 3 or 4. I couldn't imagine
42 parks, Lauren.
Oh my god!
You might. I hope you give the password to every goddamn park because you is not finna hire me to do 42 different advertisement every week. You're just not. It doesn't matter how much you pay though. Yeah, but you just no.
Let me see.
A lot of money.
I'm trying to see if I can find the article. I know if I go back, a few episodes, maybe it was the last episode. No, it was the episode 59. Yeah, it was. Six Flags has announced its public relations director and social media manager for the parks in the East region. There won't be PR directors or managers at the park level. The restructure will make Snoopy and Bugs Bunny the face of the parks for the public and media.
Sound like y'all.
So
you know what
Snoopy is my mascot officially now.
Yeah,
so that's why I made the joke and the thumbnail. It's like, can I speak to guest services? And then it's Bugs Bunny. What's up, Doc?
It sounds like they're trying to cut corners on pricing. But the last thing that you want to cut corners on is your social media.
Yeah, that's one of the most important things. Marketing is pretty fucking important.
Very.
It's a pretty big thing.
Getting people nowadays.
But you know what's funny though? I love when the parks throw shade at each other on Twitter and stuff. Like how Universal threw shade at Busch Gardens. They was like, well, we got Velocicoaster on time. They said something like that. It was just so much shade.
Universal be throwing shade, and I like it.
Oh yeah, they throw shade all the time.
And they get shade thrown at them, and they're accepted. I like it.
But that's what makes social media go up sometimes because that someone will catch it and that post will that screenshot will go around all day.
And it gives the park a fun vibe. It makes you feel like you want to go there to have fun because it sounds like the park is fun. The social media is having fun. Why not have fun at the park?
Well, I mean that's the whole premise of it. So if I see that you have guests that are riding coasters and riding rides and eating food and enjoying themselves, obviously I'm going to come and do the same thing. That's marketing 101.
I wonder if they're wondering if free marketing is going to be better. I just can't though. There's not enough people going and just posting about it in a way to where that's enough.
But then on top of that, do you really want their specific type of what's the word that I'm looking for? Because so this is the thing. It's almost like I look at it like this. I can either grocery shop myself or I can pay someone to grocery shop for me. But that doesn't mean that they're going to get the ripest tomatoes, or they're going to get the biggest broccoli stalks, or they're going to get the onion that I don't know, is the right size. They're going to shop for what their opinion and what their needs are, not for me and mine. You know what I mean? So I feel like if you're open to free marketing and you're utilizing other, for one, you have to have permission to utilize their any of their photos or any type of videos, any type of content, for one. For two, that means that you also have to go with whatever they've captured. So that could be, what if you're just running into people excuse me, who have grainy images, who are showcasing the part. I mean, there's just so many different things. Like, showcase the part the way that you want to showcase your part. If you want to
Please.
highlight certain things, then highlight them the way that you please instead of waiting for someone else to do so. I don't know. I just don't. I see it being a gift and a curse in that regard.
Yeah, I'm like, from reading it again though, it doesn't sound like they're getting rid of them. Like, so say if I know like Dorney Park's like social media, like the people behind them, they're probably getting rid of the face of it, so we might not see Ryan anymore, but we might see Snoopy, but Ryan is being Snoopy. Basically. So like, yeah. That's how I see it as. Which honestly might be kind of funny, because then like when they're like chirping back at people or making like a shit post, it actually is like Bugs or like Snoopy doing it technically.
Yeah, I feel like that would work for certain aspects, but after some time, I don't know. I don't want to see the animated characters. I want to see humans as well. Interaction.
Same.
This makes more sense.
They also just casually announced all their 2026 stuff.
Ooh.
Which honestly, I'm like, this press release is kind of shit. Cause like, you just say you have no excitement for your 2026 year now because you just let us all know now, and you are getting rid of a world record breaking.
And
coaster.
I feel like they have not done this before in the past. I don't remember notification. I've always remembered things being said. I mean, the unveiling was an actual like thing to look forward to.
Right.
They made graphics and videos, and I just feel like, I don't know, Six Flags was just kind of like,
I forget the name of the dude.
Put it on an Excel document and send it out to the public.
Yeah, I forget the name of the guy that used to be a part of all of those, but like he would be. I think he was basically the CEO at the time, but he would actually be like a part of the videos, even though they were the shittiest graphics ever. Like it was like be like coming to Six Flags Fiesta Texas, another clone, but at least it was like, you know, interesting. Like it was something to look forward to. Like, oh, the Six Flags announcement videos today. Yeah. Sometimes you would get surprised, you know, it'd be like, coming in 2012, the first ever wooden hybrid coaster. New Texas Giant. I'm like, what the fuck? And then lo and behold, RMC's everywhere. But in this press release in 2026, they essentially said, among the capital investments currently planned, they have $1 billion for investment, I think.
1 billion? I thought it was 2 billion.
Yeah, today it announced it will invest more than 1 billion over the next 2 years. The investment, which will be total between 500 million and 525 million in both 2025 and 2026, includes new rides, attractions, themed areas, dining upgrades, technology enhancements. Among the capital investments currently planned for 2026, Carowinds, record-breaking water ride, Canada's Wonderland, new record-breaking attraction for water. Kings Island, new family thrill. Not Soak City will receive water park refresh. Six Flags Magic Mountain will debate first of its kind coaster. So Tilt or whatever, you know. Then why are they letting us know all this? Why? Why?
And I mean, this is all things that we definitely needed to know, but I just felt like it.
They were
I don't
trying to
know.
soften the blow. I'm like, no. This is a Great America will be debuting a new kids area. Six Flags Great Adventure will unveil a record-breaking launch coaster. Over Texas, record-breaking dive. Like, why? Why? Unless you guys are making it a Tilt coaster, why?
Well, when's the last time Over Texas got a coaster?
That is true, but like, now you're really gonna have two coasters in Texas. Like, the gaps is gonna get smaller and smaller for these parks where they're gonna be like, oh yeah, it's like 2 minutes away. We'll add a dive. It's not that far. It's far enough actually. Yeah, they're just down the street. But what's that? We'll just add a aerial, exactly the exact same ride model. Like, because I guess it just might be because Kings Dominion had to be a bit creative because they had that B&M mandate. But still, like, they will always go out of left field compared to Busch Gardens Williamsburg. And you just saw, like, there was, like, a dichotomy. You got a reason to go to each park because it's like, oh, okay, yeah, you know, you want to ride Alpengeist and, you know, Griffin today and Verbolten, and then, oh, I want to go back to 305 and Twisted Timbers Volcano at the time. Now it's like, if everyone has all the same shit, how are you going to incite people to go to other things?
But see, that's Six Flags, though. Like, they're so... Oh, my gosh. It's like they have a cloning machine for coasters.
Yep.
And Six Flags Mexico, instead of getting a tilt coaster like they should have, they're getting a family throw boomerang.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I felt as flat as how I said it, bro. Like,
that's so messed up.
They thought they was about to get some joints for Christmas. Take these shacks.
I feel as flat as a dusty kick bone underneath the bleachers that's left there for 5 years.
That was a kick in the shin, man.
Oh, they.
I know that was mad specific, but like that's.
But you know what? I shouldn't be laughing because we thought we was getting something big, and we ended up with this boomerang too. So,
well, at least your boomerang is an up and coming boomerang. Like
true. But still, that is funny.
I feel like we're grasping at straws to really find some like good and like what's been happening in this.
Yeah, I just miss the innovation when it comes to coasters. Like,
and you know where I see that? I see that in Vekoma. I see that with mine.
I do see that in Vekoma. I do, and I see it a little bit with RMC as well.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Like, I feel like majority of the ingenuity when it comes to coasters is all overseas, like Voltron, Honda.
I feel like there's a big reason for that though, and I harped on this a bit in the chat, you know, a week ago. But like, I think like if you look at everywhere, like the globe, we have the most like amount of coasters like in a pocket. And not only that, we have some of the highest ranked, like if you look at enthusiasts, like the most amount of throw coasters. Like if you go to Europe, there might be one or two. There's not nearly as many amusement parks as there is in America. Where we'll just have like 3 or 4 coasters that are meant to be like they could be marquee attractions at other parks.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, they just know Americans like coasters, so they just built them. Whereas they're more about the themed attractions, more about, all right, this ride has to have a purpose. So we just don't see we didn't see nearly as many thrill rides being added when the big boom of all the coasters came out. But now they're realizing, okay, we can add, you know, they're going at a faster pace for sure, but they're like, we can innovate. We're not just going to go with B&M because we have them already. What is new? What is fresh? Right? Because they want that to really fit with what their experience is. Their coherency is really what I feel is the big difference here. like the coherency in themes. Because even if it's like, say for Ride to Fucking Happiness, that's based off of the EDC festival. That's based off of getting high and listening to fucking EDM music. But they made a fucking theme around it. They stylized it, and it kind of feels that way apparently because you're on a thrill ride, spinning at like getting absurd forces. And like the station when I look at it is gorgeous. It's like holy shit, and it's a thrill ride. So I'm saying like to me it's like the full potential that they get there, and because they didn't have nearly as much as what we did. Like we just threw in so. If you look at these parks, there was just so much, just ride and just everywhere in the park. Ride and nothing else. Not even buildings or any like facades or anything. It's just the ride, and that is it. Whereas a lot of these other parks, they will have ride and then landscaping, something to look at, maybe some water here, then the shop. So they got to think about the land a bit more. But basically, to harp back to everything, I truly think we just quality. We had so much coasters, especially from the years 2000 to like 2015. We had so much coasters, and now all these parks are like, okay, we have a full lineup. We just kind of need to work on everything else, which is pretty true. Well, Europe is like, look, we are looking to add some new shit, but we want new shit. Absolutely. And they literally can't have it because they have the, it's like, Vekoma's there now, Mock's doing what they're doing, Intamin's doing what they're doing. Yeah, we basically got all of them when they were like wimps. When they were just, when they did not know what they were doing. We got all the Vekomas, all these parks with Vekoma SOCs. Imagine if we got, like, all of them have what's coming to Great Adventure now. We wouldn't be complaining.
No.
Then that's the reason why they're getting that. Because imagine, if this was 20 years ago, y'all would be getting an SOC. And that would be called Flash. And that's probably, and that just is what it is. Because it's like, we just have so much of the old coasters now. And parks don't want to necessarily get rid of them because not all of them are bad. Like, I think SOCs are, like, stuff like T3. And really old, like, arrows that... but there are good ones. And Vortex definitely showed that at Magic Mountain, so... Yeah, that's my thoughts on it. I just think that the U.S., we've had so many coasters. We added them when they were innovation, especially in the Coaster Wars. Maverick was, I still think it holds up, but Maverick was one of the most innovative coasters, right? Like, 305 for Fury, like, and still there's not really much like that overseas, right?
Nope. I don't think there's anything like.
Yeah, Red Force.
But. Well, yeah, that's a launch too.
Which is now technically the tallest operating coaster
in the world.
Which PortAventura makes jokes about immediately. PortAventura literally updated that Red Force is the tallest in the world. But then their honest reaction was Dwight from The Office pumping his fist and saying yes. Sad days.
That's really sad. Yep, sad.
Another United Parks L. Apparently, there's just bars that are just closed for like months. Twisted Tales at Busch Gardens Tampa does not have any tap beers that are working. And Dragonfire also lost their taps. They said maybe February they'd be fixed. I like what Austin said here too, though. He's like, "Yikes, SeaWorld United Parks! I can't even buy your $18 beers." They really be making you pay by the ounce, huh?
Yeah.
That's really what we feeling.
Yeah, no.
They really do.
Oh wow, you woke back up.
I was never asleep.
It's not the first time you just appeared back again.
Don't do here.
But I do find it funny though that Pay dragged you on and he said maybe 5 words before he ended up crashing out.
He was out like a lamp light.
Out like a lamp.
Like a lamp.
But Great White,
I'm about to be right behind him.
Yeah, we're just finishing up this news here because Great White is getting Millennium Flyers. I don't know why people.
What?
Yeah.
Great White at Maurice
Oh,
Pier.
no.
Oh,
Great White who?
At Maurice Pier, the wooden coaster there.
Oh, that one. Okay, yes, it is.
But people were trying to gas it up like it's getting the Ghost Rider treatment. I'm like, no, baby. It's just getting Million Flyers. It's not getting no reprofiling or anything.
Correct.
So it'll still be cute, but you know,
They would like to think that.
Intamin announced just this was the day before IAPA, but they announced the family LSM model, which is essentially the
That looks ooh.
That does look fun.
So good.
yeah.
But guess what? I bet you don't come to America. Bet you'll park overseas by it.
Yeah, because it's like you can even make that not just necessarily for families, because that doesn't versions and shit.
But I give it to Intamin and Vekoma for them trains with the LED lights. They really coming through with them train designs.
So who let the clowns in the door? The Stray Cat of Skyline.
Uh-oh.
Because seriously, like,
because
we're into the app and news, and basically that's all of it so far. But they are in because they were teasing 2 days till IAPA, and I'm like, I might be 2 days to Rise. You guys might be bankrupt and unemployed because I don't know who the hell's going to be at your booth. Your booth.
Oh,
that's
man.
what I'm saying.
You're out of control.
New Space Mountain in Tokyo looks cute though. Did y'all see this?
No, I did not.
So you know how Vekoma's in the Disney bag. Like, they basically, any coaster they want to make, Vekoma be making it. And we know how new Vekoma is. So, I don't know if y'all see my screen right now, but if you look at some of the track and stuff here, this look kind of sexy. And I'm imagining that the trains are probably going to rotate kind of like Cosmic Rewind. So, yeah, I think just new Vekoma's kind of getting on to me. I haven't even rode many. I only rode family models.
That looks good.
But I'm just saying.
Yeah, the family models are smooth.
But what we're about to see later, what's coming in IAPA, is really cool. But Merlin, one of the biggest park operators in the world, owns the like of Thorpe and Alton, but all the Legolands as well, stuff like that. They came out and said they're going to work with Minecraft, which I know none of y'all here play Minecraft. But Minecraft is a huge IP. And they're going to be adding them with 2 first attractions launching in the US and the UK in 2026 and 2027. Themed rides and accommodation. So, yeah, that's big. It shows that, you know, at least some parks are getting some collaborations. And I think that's honestly what we're probably going to be seeing, you know, to help make these cool experiences. So we're going to see a lot of collaborations and IPs, which might not be a good thing, but on to the actual IAPA news, which might have been the driest IAPA in a while. Now, not every IAPA pops off, but we got Rapterra trains, we got Alpine Furies trains, we got to look inside. I don't know if this is IAPA specific, but look inside of, oh my gosh, the Ministry of Magic Dark Ride. Might put Rise of Resistance to shame. It might do it. That thing looks fucking incredible. I'm not even a Harry Potter fan. Like, that thing looks fucking incredible. But we also got shown trains for a new Vekoma coming to a completely new park in Mexico. But let's backtrack to the Jungle X, shall we? Jungle X here, because those trains got unveiled in person, and you know, they're B&M wing trains, but they're cute. You know, I like the design on them. It's kind of cool to know that that's gonna be the train at my home park. I just wish that they would.
Cool. They're cute.
I just wish they would give, you know, do the Vekoma Vesper train.
Does it have lights?
I would doubt it. I feel like they would have shown that.
They probably have the spotlights at the bottom of the seats.
Oh, King's Dominion, my home park. King's Dominion.
They deserve that new coaster though.
Yeah, you ripped out the marquee attraction. I'm hoping that the guests like it. I think they will. But other trains that I think people are just overhyping. Alpenfury's train.
Yeah, so plain.
These are some of the most generic, plain-looking trains. They generally look like there's still, like... It almost looks like there's no chassis on it at all. Like, Premier honestly has some of the ugliest car designs.
They really do. I'm sorry.
Like, it looks like it's literally being maintenanced on right now. Like, this looks like Top Thrill 2 when it was sitting on, like, the brake run and all that shit throughout the whole year. Like, with all the backs taken off it. Like, this shit's ugly, bro. And then you have the front.
It looks like a half-built...
And you have the front, like, what even is the front? You got a buzzsaw, like, put into fucking polished wood? Like, I'm not a fan.
Like, what is that?
I am not a fan.
Empty.
Now,
yeah.
The main thing people are saying is it looks like it's more open. To me, it still looks cramped. It looks like the backs, like the seat backs aren't as pushed out. So sure, that getting into it's gonna be okay, but like I think my legs are still gonna be fucked. Cause why is that block for my shins there? Why?
It's a shopping cart,
bro. Why is that big ass block near my legs there? Oh, we also missed that they
a shopping cart.
They showed that the RMC also showed the Wild Moose trains.
Oh yeah, I saw that too. I can't wait for those.
Hold up. I don't know which account it was. So it might have been my boy Wallen. Ballin. Yeah, he was completely geeking over Ministry of Magic, but it looks amazing. And these are gonna be on the Wild Moose or the Wild Meese. But they're clamshells. The thing is, it's cool about it, or what I don't like about it. Why are there shin guards still?
It's clamshells for the. Oh, that's cute. New.
And then what I wonder too is like, if people say that's for inversions, that doesn't make sense to me. Velocicoaster doesn't have shin guards, and those are clamshells. Pantheon doesn't have shin guards; those are clamshells. You know what I'm saying? Like, they need to fix that shit. Here's another view of Alpenfury. I'm not.
The shopping cart.
Yes, it literally looks like a shopping cart, bro. A padded shopping cart.
A half-built sleigh.
Well,
like it's poor. Like I thought Good Gravy trains were bad.
No, Good Gravy is cute.
This is bad.
Because for my Apple last year, I was like, that looking like kind of
yeah.
But when I saw them in person, they were actually quite cute. Especially having your own gravy boat, that was quite nice. But not necessarily IAPA, but more news. So I don't know if any of y'all saw the big ass crates that were going down for Universal months ago, but these were the ride vehicles that were there. This is inside just one of them, as you're gonna be in this ride. This is a ride vehicle.
At
Epic Universe.
Where?
In the Ministry of Magic. For the first look at the ride vehicles for Harry Potter and the Battle of Ministry. The Battle of Ministry.
Looks nice.
Yeah. I think Ministry of Magic is the name of the land. But these
that look Epic Universe. I already know Epic Universe.
So
they ate down.
This is not concept art. This is actual shots taken.
That's freaking beautiful. Yeah, they ate down with that.
Like what? This is a queue line. Like, it looks absolutely incredible. Check out Universal, because apparently Universal posted it, but they got high quality versions. And there's a lot of stuff people talking about it. I'm kind of with Wallen here, and normally I'm like, okay, Wallen, I'm with him here in the sense of they really made this for us. Like, they really made that experience for us. It looks absolutely incredible. I'm completely taken into another world. amazing. But Vekoma and Ma Creations are coming to a park in Mexico, where Vedanta World in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, was officially unveiled and showcasing some elaborately themed attractions from Vekoma and Mach. So I think they're getting like a Mach flat ride. I think it might be a small coaster, but I think it's a flat ride. But the Vekoma coaster, baby.
Yeah.
That ride.
Vekoma, they've been showing off.
The Zero car too. Look at this.
That looks sexy.
Like, it looks like a perfect like Mayan like beast. Oh, I love it. And then there's a. Unfortunately, this is the only POV I think we have of it, and it was shown there. But just look at this layout.
Yeah, sick.
Like Vekoma.
It's a multi-launch too.
Yeah, and it's long as hell and tall as hell. I don't know if it's a hyper, but
it just might be.
All I'm saying is, I think at this point, Intamin might have to be worried. Because I just don't know. If,
oh my!
Right, you seeing this shit?
When I saw that last night, I was like, yeah, this.
And then the roll through top hat, where you're literally just rolling the entire top hat. You get a long ass stall, a 0G roll close to the ground over the midway, laterals to a 0G roll, drop, airtime hills into the break run. Like, with theming all around you. Now, with that theming could be concept art, right? You know, we don't know the park yet. Takani Beast. That's officially the name of this Vekoma that graced us with in this world. The Tekuani Beast. Multi-launch coaster coming to Vedanta World in Mexico.
Beast.
That thing looks like a fucking beast, let me tell you. But last of the news, because I think we have lost everyone else here. I'm pretty positive we did. Is small news is Alton Towers getting their Huss Topspin back. Which, for me, is a good sign, because I know Huss was already trying to revitalize their flat ride collection. Basically bring the flats back to a modern world.
Yeah, save the top spin.
Yeah, so apparently they're going to be re-theming it at Alton Towers. So hopefully that works out for them, and hopefully that Huss is able to kind of come back and bring some flats. Because for me, they have some of my favorite flats. But Lauren, Brian, Pay, you there? Because if not, you got anything last words to say? Because we about to be in. It's about to be wraps.
About to be wraps.
But seriously, thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for coming on this episode.
You're welcome.
Yeah, go ahead and follow the Thrill Culture at. I'm pretty sure it is just at the Thrill Culture, right?
Please follow us.
The Thrill Culture. Yeah, the _thrill_ culture.
That's it.
And then go ahead and follow Snooks at, what is your ad? Go ahead and tell him.
Oh, Extreme Thrills on everything. On everything. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. What time is it? Oh.
Yeah. Go ahead and follow Lauren at Ghost Lauren on Instagram. Go ahead and follow Brian at Coaster_Shorts with a Z. And go ahead and follow Pay at Pay Loves Coasters with a U for love. So
Coaster Shorts.
And go ahead and follow me at West Howard Coasters. And go ahead and follow the podcast at the High Rollers DMV. And on the Twitter side, you can follow me at West Howard C. And go ahead and follow the cast at the High Rollers C. And last little tidbit, we have been putting up some Planet Coaster content and continuing to do so on the High Rollers YouTube. So go ahead and give that a look. It's been super fun, especially with Antonio giving me the inspiration and opportunity to make a park based off his name. So
Absolutely.
it's been fucking awesome to make, and I just finished basically the park to open before we get into expansion. So I'm excited to see how all that works out. But y'all, take care. Thrill Culture, thank you for coming on. Thank you for being here.
Absolutely.
And take care. Y'all listeners, stay homey out there. You never know who you meet in this hobby.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You never know.
And peace out, y'all. Catch y'all on the next one.
Later, y'all.